It's a very famous one. IMO.
Sounds familiar. Jet Li. That does sound familiar.
Jet Li
Does he
and
wear like a
Donnie Yen.
mask or something?
No. This is very Three Kingdoms, or Warring Kingdoms period kind
I'm
of.
pretty sure I've seen like pictures from this or clips or something, but
You probably have, yeah. Oh, I found the swordplay scene as well. Anyway, this is a really cool. Sorry, I think this is a super
It
cool
does look
fighting
familiar.
style.
We'll have to watch it.
You should. It's good.
Looks cool. Color.
Oh no,
What happened? Could be loose.
Randy.
He couldn't hear us. Was that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm guessing?
He said hello and I said hello back, but I don't know
But
if
he
he heard
didn't
me.
confirm.
I
the
heard him say,
secret
"Can you hear me?"
message.
And I said yes, but
Yeah.
maybe he couldn't hear us. Yeah.
Eyes, we can. Fucking spelling.
I don't know if I have like a specific character for like Huntley's monk style, but I definitely have an actress in mind from The Expanse, Eva Sarala. Like without a doubt, you know.
Christian,
Like,
we can't all be simp. We cannot all
As
be
president
simp.
of
A
the
20 younger Eva Sarala.
Do you know that is like that was my voice claim for Ellen Mira as well? Did you know that?
Oh, that's
No.
funny.
That her name is Shore Agdashlu. That's the actress's name.
Yeah.
She also plays a faction leader in Destiny. She was an
She's
admiral. in
so
Mass Effect.
I
good.
think my brother
I
met
love
her.
her
My
voice.
brother met her in person.
I
Cool.
adore her
I
voice.
knew her from
So
Mass
this-
Effect and Destiny before
On
Expanse.
his audiobook stuff, because she does audiobooks too. I would listen
Oh,
to
that-
that fucking audiobook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us? Can you not hear us?
Can you hear me now?
You can't hear us then, huh?
Maybe not.
I'm gonna
No.
assume it's correct. That
It's a little creepy. He's watching the hero scene that I posted.
No, we better not be.
I can see the reflection in his glasses.
No.
I'm
Solve
sorry.
your issues.
This is your fault, Lily. He's gone. He's gone too far.
He's gone too far into the hero sauce.
Did you see me watching it a second ago? Am I
No, I wasn't explicitly looking at your camera at the time because I was watching it.
Also, his glasses, you can see it, the screen 100%.
Glasses have
Uh-huh.
betrayed him. Let's hope it doesn't get any more graphic.
No. No, it's a Chinese kung fu movie, which means all that you really see
Well,
is
I mean, maybe he's switching channels.
Oh, I see.
Oh, now it's working. Why you do that?
Yeah, all you had to do is complain. I find that works a lot in life.
Why you
if I
do
bitch
that?
about a program,
I didn't
it
do
just
anything.
starts
I
working.
started to click stuff and
Should demand to see your Mike's manager.
Demand to see Life's manager. Burn down Life's house. That was an insufferable quote. Every single nerd thought they were so clever for doing the Cave Johnson Lemon thing.
I feel like Randy's.
I do love
He-
Dave Johnson very much.
I don't know if he can hear us. Hello, at Randy. I don't know why I'm saying this out loud if we think that he cannot hear us. I'm gonna do this. We've been saying hi. Also, nice watching.
Oh,
Okay, here's
Also-
that. See, I saw the reaction.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, good.
Oh my god!
But you just needed to.
Did you just
needed to
fix it
announce the
just
scene.
now, or did it just happen?
Yeah. Just before you started doing that.
It's funny because I'm like, wait, he hears me because he's reacting to this.
Yeah. No, I don't know why. So somehow my input apparently had changed,
Prophecies
or
are true.
my output, I mean. But it still said speakers, but it was different set of speakers. So
The annoying thing my computer does is it tries to play sound out of my monitors, which do not have audio in or out or speakers. And it's just, well, how did you identify this as an audio channel?
Let's see. That's not working right. What's that? Nope. All right. Let's do this. What's happening right now? I forget.
So we just
Remind me.
I can do a little thingy.
My
So
way of
our little squad, which we got a new name, didn't we? I think it was like too try hard, and so like we didn't even like. I think it was Sphinx Squad or something really.
Sphinx
really
Squad.
like- Sphinx Squad. Thank you. Yes.
try hard.
So Sphinx, it's very try hard. It's very like
It's also
you know,
very Paizo.
Watcher 1 to Sphinx Actual. No, so Sphinx Squad has been set on the sort of trail of this planned heist that we found some messaging about on the dead body of one of the sort of central figures of our last case, our last little engagement. This robbery, this heist, was set to take place the day of the parade. And fearing, the validity of this, we were sent out to, poke around, see if there's anything to it. Our initial survey of potential targets went fine. There was a few that were immediately ruled out, a few that we need to follow up on, including the Penny and Sphinx. And as the day ended, we hit up 2 locations. The first was the workshop of a float builder who recently reported a mechanism from his central float disappearing. This, of course, while not immediately related to the case, did seem odd and potentially a lead. A lead that would be, justified as we went to the puddles to visit one Zariah and help her with her own little sting/raid operation, under the promise of receiving some information that would be helpful to our cause. So we did it. It was hard. It was a very hard fought raid, fighting through this sort of packing facility that's been being used for illicit operations, making our way through multiple sets of hired goons, past the bugbear chief of security, and finally cornering and then recornering and then recornering and then swimming after
A literal
the man.
running battle that led into a swimming battle that led into a
Like a
assault with a
yeah.
with
Yeah,
a-
that finally led to the capture of person drone, Zariah's target. Whereupon which she told us, yeah, I don't have anything, but I feel bad, so I owe you. Also look at his stuff. Which is fine, because looking through his stuff, we found enough.
She said I knew if I could get him, then I'd have something for you, but if we didn't get him, I would have had nothing for you.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she was basically like, this was a necessary part, and I hid this from you. Oopsie, I owe you. But it did bear fruit, because not only have we identified the Penny and Sphinx as the most likely place that is going to be hit, we've also confirmed that this float is indeed going to be involved in some way. So,
Or a float of some sort, likely.
a float of
Yeah.
some sort, and we
because
know
the
that
float
a
has been
distinct
destroyed.
We
Right.
know that a distinct piece of that float was stolen. That was the only part of the float that was stolen, and had to do with like some lifting thing. We have
Designed
specifications.
to raise Arodin up from the
He can
depths
pop out of the cake.
of the inner
Yeah,
sea with
from
the
the
starstone
foam-
in hand.
from
Just to be
Cronus's dick.
Fight the float.
Sorry, that's Aphrodite. But yes, that lifting mechanism confirmed with a target. So we know we have something to do with a float that's going to have a unique mechanism, and we know our target
And
is
it's directly
Penny
tied
Sphinx.
to the float thing is directly tied to the copper hand now too.
Yes, we have directly tied that to the Copper Hand, who we believe to be responsible for planning
Right, because
said
of
heist.
the information you got from
Yes.
Specialized
That's where
parts
we're
for
at.
raid float.
Yep, that's where we're at right now. It's the end of the day. We all got sick, and
Not me.
and well, we almost all got sick. And Savara was able to determine that we probably caught a little bit of, you know, dysentery.
It was
Something
truly
bad in the water.
the the whipped cream on Conti's very good, no bad day.
Yeah, yeah.
Little
Real-
poop
That's
Sunday,
where we're at.
literally.
When I used a hero point.
That is where we are at.
Yep.
It is late at night.
Yes. So, what is your? So yes, as we left off, you guys were basically departing from Puddles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the
What
sounds
time is it and where are we going?
meat slapping in the distance from Zarati as she was interrogating the person thrown of interest. Where do we don't need to play out every moment of this, but just where is your ultimate destination?
We go back to Edgewatch. I think this is enough investigation for today. We go back to Edgewatch. We'll probably do some treating of.
Oh, I want to go home.
It's late, right? What time is it?
It is about 6, a little after 6.
Okay.
So,
and it's going to take us at least an hour or two to get back.
Has crested beyond the Mount Cortos.
I'm dragging Conti to Edgewatch to at least receive a bit of treatment for the disease, unless she really wants to get away.
Savara is insisting that
my house is right here. I can see it from the puddles.
Shut up and let us care for you. Come, we go. I'll walk you home. I'll carry you home. Do you want me to carry you home?
It'll take us 2 days to walk back here.
No, I'll carry you home.
Pay for an Uber.
Savara intends to treat disease on you guys, which she has to do for 8 hours. I mean, if you want to run off and not be part of that, cool. But
can you treat all of us at once to treat disease?
I think so. I don't see why not. I don't know. Serve, can I treat them all at once?
Because you have the. I believe there's like a thing for that, right? Isn't that ward medic?
No, the treat disease is different. Treat disease is spend 8 hours caring for a diseased creature.
Okay, so that
creature.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I was just kind of assuming that 8 hours. It's not like she's going to be working on someone the entire 8 hours.
That's exactly what ward medic does. That's exactly what ward medic.
Ward medic is it also for treat disease?
When you treat disease or treat wounds.
Gotcha. Well, then I can do two.
So you have the ability to do that, right? You have ward medic, right?
Yeah, I have ward medic.
That's amazing. See, this is why I want that feat to have value.
Oh yeah. I just thought it was only for treatments. Cool.
So you can treat up to 2 targets. When you're a master,
wait,
treat
am I a master?
4 targets.
You're not, unless you're cheating.
No,
unless you were able to do so.
I'm an expert, but I am not a master.
Okay. Yeah, master. You don't hit till at least 7th. I believe.
Yeah.
Unless you're cheating. Again,
I am
there
not.
Are some archetypes that might.
Marshall gave me expert. Marshall gave me expert in intimidation at level 2.
Yeah. Medic gave me some.
You can get expert at 2.
Advanced things, but not that advanced.
Some classes, a lot of classes have options. The master, I think there's no way to get it before.
God, I didn't know you could get skill increases at 2. But I guess
certain classes, definitely the rogue,
the investigator,
every single level, the rogue.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so in character, Savara is insisting that you allow her to keep an eye on you. Out of character, I can only do 2 of you, so.
I don't really want to bounce, but you do need to show your face there to prove that we did not kill you, please.
Sounds like Conti's just going home.
Are we expected to check back in?
Do you want to get paid?
Oh, what was the question? Were you supposed?
Are we expected to check back in at Edgewatch tonight?
Okay. No, not tonight. No.
Okay, but at some point.
Yeah. What do y'all wait? What? Why don't you just crash at my apartment? It's closer. It's like a 20-minute walk.
It's right here. 1 quarter right now.
There's
Elena has,
one.
Elena has a
if you want to
kid.
search-
It's full of immigrants, though.
Yeah. Is there like a town courier service?
Absolutely.
Can I hire a courier to go to my place on Jasper and let them know this is gonna be the first time I'm not sleeping at home in like 2 years or something?
Right.
So can I just let them know like, hey, I'm alive, crashing at a friend's place because I'm across the city, love you,
Uh-huh.
food in the refrigerator, bed by 7. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Brush your teeth.
Brush your
Mhm.
teeth,
Yeah.
no more cartoons after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Be nice to
Say
your
that's
Nona.
5 silver.
Sure, can do. I will do so.
Um,
I will let them know I'm okay and I'm crashing at a friend's place because I am across the city and I'm exhausted.
When you guys see her studio apartment, you'll probably want to just book it in next door. But
Let's
yeah.
say, how big is it? Is it like this tiny little
It is-
room with like two one chair?
Imagine your dorm room in college. You know?
yes,
I was just in one of those.
the
Yeah.
the little the courier service in Absalom is called the Winged Sandals. They are
Oh.
an order of messengers that are dedicated to Iomade.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
Lie
And
about it.
they have existed for almost as long as Absalom has existed. Because
sick.
it came from down from Aridin himself that used to be like messenger service that could bear messages anywhere in the world.
Cool.
He really
I'll hire
planned
the
out
Pony
this city.
Express.
He really planned out humanity's destiny.
So in a different adventure path, we went to the city of Axis, or a city in Axis, the main city, and they talked about a messaging service there that can even travel between planes. So it makes me wonder if the winged sandals, if you pay enough, could get you messages to other planes too.
They were one that's there. It's in there. It's there to create, to be able to deliver anywhere at any.
Or rain or snow.
They have a
Or
centuries old
planar boundaries.
reputation. Very reliable. They handle the majority of the mail services.
Sick. Well then, yeah, I'll hire one of the winged sandals to send a message saying that I'm safe. They cannot text people.
You could make a whole freaking character based off of this because
It's really that's a really
because
good
they have
concept.
even agents that have gone as far as to like the start to the world with.
Yeah,
And
you
they have
don't
to
mess
avoid.
with.
They have to know how to avoid
Yeah, you don't mess with postal service.
dangers and deal with like horrible things. It's kind of cool sounding.
Outrun
It's like that bit
demons.
from
It's like the
Brooklyn
postman.
Nine-Nine about
You
Auspice,
know? It's kind of
U.S. Postal Investigation Service.
Yeah, you don't fuck
Yeah,
with
right.
them.
Yeah, you don't fuck with
So yes,
Auspice.
absolutely. There's a courier service, and they're quite reliable. Take care of
But
that.
yeah, she'll direct y'all to her
Ooh,
small apartment.
Right.
She hasn't been there very long. Very recently upgraded from somehow something even worse. Although she might not mention it, but we kind of saw it in the first like session or two when she went back to a very like shoddy home. And while this isn't a lot of space, it's clearly not in the best condition. It's been a step up, especially now being on her own. When maybe she unlocks the door, she kind of like put her shoulder into it. Just it's always, and like maybe you hear something crack that shouldn't in the door frame. It's very small, very simple. There's not a lot of decor. There are a couple of like maps and like news articles pinned up on just like straight into the wall, not even on a tack board on the wall. And she kind of just like, oh, let me just like rips a few of them down, doesn't even unpin them.
Can I glean contents to see if I can read what any of them were?
Yeah, what's odd in here?
That was my next question.
There's a hand that sticks out from under her bed that she sort of kicks underneath the bed.
That's
I
odd.
was gonna say there's a whole host of post-it notes on the wall, each with a different phone number and call me written on it.
Yeah, there's a picture of some gnome that she went on a date with one time.
I will leave that entirely up to taste whether you.
Yeah, I had it's hard to like she's very quick ripping him off, but you definitely see one of the articles talks about the copper hand. Maybe another, you even see like the name Norberber show up once or twice. She very quickly kind of just like shoving these things away. Even though we're in this together, I don't know, she's just kind of like a pet project, since the copper hand is specifically messing with the district that she lives in.
Across the wall and stuff. And...
Yeah, there are light bulbs that she notes have lit up, dipping in a letter. It's very sparse. She has 3 blankets, and there are 4 of us, and two pillows.
2 pillows. 2 pillows.
Yeah.
How many people? 4 people in this room.
2 pillows, 3 blankets.
Maybe a fight.
1 chair.
Wait! I've solved this logic puzzle before. Hold on.
A twin size bed. A small twin size bed.
It's the same math as taking watches.
So Wendell has to go across the street with Yelena, and then
then you swim back, and then you go downstream. And
does Kanti live amongst other Udrani? Like, is she kind of in that neighborhood, or is she
I
more
think
in a mixed area? Is it?
She was up until, I think she lived very close, if not with Korn, when she was engaged to him, or perhaps lived like in their sort of family home. But as soon as she got the divorce, or she broke up, she was like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here." She took whatever she could get until she got a couple of paychecks in. And that's like more of a mixed district, although perhaps she has a desire to go back to a more Vudrani neighborhood. But for the moment, she's kind of just doing what she can afford. And gives her this space.
It must take Kanti like 2 hours.
Yeah. Maybe she's even. I do have 40 feet movement speed.
That's true.
Yeah, she's really fast.
She moves faster than most of the.
If I had 40 foot movement speed and the ability to climb a building,
probably does camp out at Edgewatch Sydney regularly because they have beds there.
The water walking.
I run past the Starstone.
Tom Cruise running it.
Yeah, maybe now to explain sort of like why she has spent more nights than anybody else at Edgewatch. Occasionally she'll come back, but it's a lot more convenient for her to stay in that district.
The dummies. All right. So what does it smell like here? Is it? I was asking to get an idea of.
Yeah.
Not like
I think it's a little
stuff, but
I think it's a little ashy almost. There's a small fireplace.
One of the most distinctive characteristics of the Foreign Quarter is the absolute mishmash of cultural smells as far as cooking, spices, and things like that go.
Yes, there's a very small fireplace. I smell a little ashy or sooty. She probably isn't cleaning it as often as she should. But burnt out on a small dais are 2 sticks of incense. They were probably burned yesterday or the day before, literally just gone out. Just kind of shuffling the sparse furniture just to the side to like give people space to lay down on the floor. It's not too much. Yeah.
Is this an apartment? Is that what you said? Like, are you?
Yes, it's like a studio apartment.
Thank you for inviting us into your home.
Do you have a dresser?
Yeah, I think there's a small dresser. Maybe instead of like a whole vanity, there's just like a really small hand mirror. You can tell.
Is Lynn gonna sleep in a drawer?
I hope so.
Is Iolanthe still around or no?
I just missed her last game.
I remember. Okay. Just wonder if she was present.
I was considering like, oh, maybe I could like sleep in her lap or something, but she disappears as soon as I go to sleep.
Right.
That'd be cute though.
He'd wake you up.
Maybe if you open the drawer, you see some just like ramshackle clothes, some mostly like dirt or blood stained, perhaps even some sort of costume that she wore in the arena. And laying on top of that costume is this like a small pin that's a rapier. They're like pinned to your shirt.
Color
Type
is
of,
that pin? What metal is
it's
it?
very dark, almost like a blood rust color. At the where the blade is, there's like a small yellow mark, but it tapers to this like dark purple red on either side.
Okay. Yeah, so it is getting late in the day. Probably suppose that Savara's gonna stay up all night doing this, or gonna wait till the morning?
Well, I mean, I guess
this may be not a good thing to try if you have to stay up all night. I don't think it's
yeah,
worth it. Fatigued is awful.
fatigued is awful. I mean, I guess some of it depends. Maybe it's something to better to wait and save it for if people start failing saves. And get worse. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's already been several hours, so if they're not already getting worse, then maybe
I
it's
just
not
don't feel
quite as
great.
yeah.
It would be confusing it for just our own fatigue of such a long day.
Right. Well, I mean, just metagaming wise, I don't
Yeah.
know what the onset period is, so or like how long the stages are. So, but yeah, maybe we do sleep tonight, and then like if y'all are looking worse, then that's when she puts her foot down and is like, "You're gonna stay in bed."
Oh, I assume we're also going to all go to Edgewatch, where there are plenty of beds for all of us, and we could,
Mhm.
record and. Man, I think she feels so exposed. I don't think anybody's ever like come to visit a space that has just been hers before, and she suddenly becomes not the confident, edgy monk that you've known so far. She's very almost shy. I think while she's making you space, she doesn't really know what to say. She's at a loss for words.
Is she
Moment where
regretting
back
the
is
invite?
turned, Gwendolyn starts going through the things, by the way.
That'll help.
I
Like
don't think she
Yoda
regrets
on
it.
Dagobah?
Yeah, but she feels very vulnerable. Like she's showing a part of herself that she doesn't usually show people. And this is just her space,
Okay. So you begin to settle in for the evening, finding whatever corner of this small apartment you can get comfortable in. No, it's not too bad, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
think
not
cozy.
awful.
It's cozy.
There's no draft. If it
Just
starts to
live
get cool, we can light a fire.
She doesn't live like a Spartan life, right? Like she's
Yeah.
I think Savara is like she's not saying anything and she's doing her best to like not let it show, but she's probably never not slept in a bed. She's probably having a lot of trouble getting comfortable. I mean, I guess we've probably done a rest.
Savara, I have a rug if you're cold.
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
She pulls this like really itchy wool
Like,
rug.
yeah, and it's like really thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Savara has to make a
Yeah, right.
All right.
all right.
Healing time.
So the one thing that is, maybe for some of you may be difficult is the sounds that you're all these different languages speaking, and the walls are kind of thin, and it sounds like there's like lots of people. It's crowded, but it's also full of joy. It's not a place of misery. Just sounds of laughter, especially with the festival as it is going on, is celebrated throughout the city. You can't go anywhere that's not well. Going to the puddles, you could have totally not noticed. They're not hanging, streamers and stuff out of the puddles. So, but everywhere else, it's very much vibrant. And for those of you that have lived in Absalom before, you really see the city exploding in a sense. And eventually, you either tune the noises out or they help you go to sleep.
Auntie's out like a light, and she snores a little bit.
You're in a safe place. You just all this stuff you went through and puddles and what you've seen and smelled. Mr. Piss, how's he doing?
Swallowed.
Yes.
We saw that Goblin King go back and take care of.
Yeah, clean house.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you do. Waken somewhat refreshed. And
Definitely wake up and Gwen is like basically curled up like a cat on top of you, Conti.
Yeah.
Aww.
Like spooning.
Aww.
No,
No,
like
okay.
straight like circled cat on top.
Loaf.
Yeah.
So yes,
Scratches behind your ear.
You awaken like refreshed and somewhat rested, and a little bit more experienced.
Hell yeah.
You've gained 270 experience
Ooh.
points.
Okay, that's wait.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's
do that math.
That's enough.
Oh, in
That's
addition to
that's
what we
50.
have.
Yeah.
We're at 50. Okay.
That's a 70.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna spend 1,000 points to level up. Actually, that's how you're supposed to do it.
With an additional 30 for capturing person drone.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, killing him was an option, I guess. Didn't even think about it.
Gone down pretty bad, yeah, especially if that bunyip got a hold of him.
Yeah.
Oh, the yep.
He almost drowned, to be honest.
I mean, Soraya.
Fuck
She
him.
saved him. She saved all of us.
Like, hey, you want to know what the Florida Coast Guard deals with the most on a yearly basis?
Drunk assholes in the water.
Yeah. All right.
So is that 300 total then, Serve?
Yes.
That is 300 total.
Awesome.
300. Level 5.
300.
I'm gonna spend it. I'm spending it.
Same.
I'm not gonna pick that just yet. I'm gonna wait.
Does anybody want to talk about how, in character at least, how abilities best or?
I will. I have like some seeds that I planted. I will, but I'm gonna wait to see if I can get that scene with Savara. If I cannot, then
Yeah.
I will describe it. But
out of character mechanics wise, I will become an expert in medicine. I think Kanti's been, realizing that she can't fix everything at the drop of a hat, like she's been doing or treating herself, and relying on Savara and learning from Savar and how to like properly, treat these more serious wounds, not just scratches and scrapes. Means I have a +10 now.
Nice.
why can I not increase the? Oh, because I have to finish this choice.
So I actually have something interesting that happens. Trying to think where this would happen in it. So
This doesn't happen
basically,
now, but okay, go ahead.
I mean, if you don't want it to, it doesn't have to.
No. Absolutely. If it can happen now, yes. I just don't want you to try to force it if you didn't think it could happen now. We can spring it later too.
It's more a matter of, so basically we're probably getting up getting ready to head into Edgewatch, I'm imagining. And Gwendolyn summons Island, and there's this like weird kind of energy between them. And Ilanth is kind of like looking at Wen and starts talking to Wen, which is unusual because normally Ilanth just kind of follows around, and she can talk, but she usually doesn't. And she's like, she basically says she basically asks Wen why she didn't like keep her around during that fight. And Gwendolyn just kind of like looks at her and it's like, because you weren't useful. Like, what do you mean?
Oh,
I'm sorry, what were you saying? Were you saying something?
oh, I was just cold.
reacting to your.
Yeah, sorry.
And Island kind of like eyes narrow at that, and she pouts a little bit. And yeah, there's just like some kind of discordant injury or energy between them. So, and it's all.
Okay. She stick around after you say that?
She does.
That's a awkward breakfast moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all stare at each other and go back to eating.
So, as morning rises, sun rather, the streets begin to fill with the early morning vendors. And usually, I think Shanti probably gets her breakfast on the go.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a small bodega or selling very simple.
It's like a stall, right across the street from her.
Tacos,
Apartment.
sales. Yeah.
Probably has a rapport. It's probably Budrani food, or is it?
I think it's some sort of medley.
Yeah, like she's not from Fuj.
She was born there, but she doesn't remember her
identify.
time there. Yeah, she was sent up to last at such a young age that the culture is more the conglomerate, the amalgamation of people around you, like it was last was people from all over the world, not just where you came from.
Okay.
This food is great. Just trust me. And it like probably doesn't like it's probably like greasy, you eat with your hands, like a little messy, but it's like a great kind of like to go option. Maybe Savar hasn't had anything like this before or something, so just no offense, but like down to earth.
Yeah.
And she's like talking about it, like as we're walking, like food coming out of her mouth. It's so good. Like, are you gonna finish yours? Every morning. You got to keep you need the macros and the proteins, for your regimen. And she feels very. I think she wakes up feeling good about herself. Maybe not physically good, but like you all slept in her space. We seem to be clicking very well, and she kind of awakens with this new light in her.
Okay, so are you then headed on your way to watch?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Where you're all headed?
Yeah. Did anybody else want to do level stuff or?
Like I said, I'm waiting.
You ready? You
On the
said.
off chance. I said I'm waiting.
Oh, you're waiting.
On the off chance that
Gotcha.
yeah. I have a thing in case
You
we
are
cannot figure it out.
readying
But
an action. You are readying an RP.
Readying a skill reveal. Well, I think it would make more sense, like flow better in the fiction, to wait and give me a chance to like fumble with my shield a little bit. But just from a obviously not mechanically, but just to kind of tie it into the story. So I took for my skill feat robust recovery, which will make me better at helping people recover from diseases and poisons. And so, I mean, I think like even though I wasn't actually treating disease overnight, I think she's like worried about her squad, and she's been keeping an eye on them and like checking in on them a lot. And she probably is like taking notes, like, you know, like, oh, very sweaty, or you know, like just to let you know, like a doctor's log of, you know, everybody's condition. So just to tie that feat into the story a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
I also
Oh, go ahead.
no, just not in character or anything, but one of the things that I get at 5 is my strategic strike moves up to 2d6. And I'm
Whoa.
excited about that.
So a little bit on the explanation why I wanted to wait is there's like kind of a conversation that I think I want to have in character, to kind of feel out how Elena's feeling, because I'm not quite sure. That was going to influence my choice on this level up. But yeah, you're right. It kind of wouldn't make sense to do it right now. So I have an idea then for what I'm gonna go with. Ugh.
We can make it make sense if you need to.
No, like I don't want to just do it just because I wanted to have this aid in my whole leveling up process. You know, like I'll tell you what, I'm gonna rest my head somewhere now. Sir, would it be okay to like I don't think we're gonna use it anytime soon. Would it be okay to just kind of like bank this mechanically? I'm going to pick something so I can finish leveling up, but like, can I just bank this decision and
You don't have to
on the
pick
options?
no, yeah, you can just
Okay.
pull
I'm
up
just
when
gonna
you're
pick
ready to
one.
level up.
Thanks. I'm picking one just so that I can continue increasing stats and shit. Do you need us to roll fortitude, by the way?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
You'll
Yeah.
live forever.
If only the woodpecker sighed.
Okay, so it takes you about a couple hours to walk the breadth of the city. A few spots throughout this, you know, as you weave your way through 4 and 1/4 coins, and then the docks. We're reaching the boundary, Precipice Quarter. It's a Beldrin's Bluff now. See little spots here and there, you know, of the parade route setting up, and it's very colorful, celebratory. Everyone really seems excited of this because the route goes to the city. It takes a while to prepare all this, so people are using this, you know, getting the murals painted, storefronts are being transformed all throughout the city. Actually, Edgewatch, presumably reporting.
Mm-hmm. All that we found.
Everything?
No, all that we found. I'm not going to tell him how we got the information with Soraya. I am going to tell him the information we got with Soraya. By the way, do I assume that you treated wounds on us, Savara? Is that a
Oh,
thing I can assume?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just
She
gonna put
absolutely
myself
would have.
I'm just gonna put myself at the correct and total hit points then.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Thanks. I apricot it.
So the parade's tomorrow, right?
Parade is tomorrow. Yes.
We do not have a lot of time to fuck around.
No.
Why I was like,
No,
we have
I
to say this.
didn't want to interrupt, but did we not want to go back over to
Penny and Sphinx?
yeah, well, yeah, to the coins, to the what are they called?
No.
Well, but and try to find that thief they
Yeah.
caught, and then
Yeah, because he said he needed to talk to people, and I cannot. He said like come back tomorrow. Basically, he said like I'll talk to my people, and then tomorrow we can try to figure that out. He made
Right.
it sound like this was not happening anytime tonight.
Well, it's the next
Right.
morning now. Like I wasn't sure if we
Yes.
wanted to do that on like
I mean,
on
you
the-
could
on the way
stop
back
on
to
the
Edgewater.
way there. Yeah. Seems-
Yeah, because we're basically walking past it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
At least follow up, even if they stymie us.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll backtrack to the coins. Where you back to
The Bale
the
House.
Bale House.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Balehouse Rock. That's right.
For the money. Okay. And
There's today's title, Bale House Rock.
yeah. So it doesn't take long for you to connect Sergeant Aldev. Made it back from excursion into the puddles.
We probably don't smell great because Conti did not really have like
You smell like you took a dip.
facilities.
Are you sure you're feeling all right?
Tired.
And people are looking at you guys like, man. Oh, they pissed themselves. Yeah.
No.
What's
We
that?
are.
Put me back.
No, I
Put me
did
back.
not piss myself.
The puddles are very disgusting. We're probably going to be fine. It's just gross, and we're feeling a little under the weather.
Find what you were looking for then.
More or less.
Good. I'm sure you're probably wondering about your friend Goblin.
Oh
Yes.
shit, the goblin.
He kind of
Yes.
sighs a little bit. He's like, as I'm sure you probably could guess. Received a date to return for processing. Not a returns is have any further information for you.
It's okay.
Do you know what his name is?
Yes, it was Grippy Baloo.
Grippy Baloo.
Grippy Baloo.
Goblin. I'm adding that named
Sam.
Grippy
Refused to
Baloo.
not identify with tribes.
Perhaps allied to this
Did not
Goblin
leave,
King.
Left an address which I can. Fraudulent. As it is illegitimate. I'm that grippy.
Could it be 3,000?
Is there anything that you would like to
Did we let them know that we think the Penny and Sphinx is going to be targeted at the parade tomorrow, or are they too useless and we need to take it back to Edgewater first?
I think what we're good to say, like, hey, we found a lot of stuff. We want to share it with you, but we're gonna check in with our sergeant to see what's happening next and make sure that we're on the right track. Like, I think it's fine to sort of like stonewall them just for a second.
Yeah.
I don't trust them to not be corrupt,
No.
right? You know, use aside, I don't know if there's an inside man in the coins yet. So I'd rather keep this close to the chest and talk to Aloe, who I trust.
Okay.
How can you not trust that baby face?
Yeah, babyface Aloe.
Oh, I trust him as far as I can punch him.
Or as you
That's
can
pretty
punch
far.
him?
Yeah.
Pretty far.
That's as
How
much
far
as you
can
trust
punch
everyone.
something? Do you have...
Like 10 feet, probably.
Does that mean you trust me even more?
Probably punch you 15 feet.
Certainly.
Okay, stand very still. Somebody have a tape measure.
There he is.
It's all right. We can
Oh, God,
simply
jump scare.
estimate.
He still looks like he just glued that beard.
Glue that. Yeah. It hooks over his ears.
Oh man.
God.
That's pretty funny. All right, so it's pretty good. You found it. So your Pennigan's fixed. Sounds at location.
Well, no, we didn't tell him that. I was having that
Oh
conversation.
no, I'm back
with-
at Alo's now.
We're back at
I'm
Aloe.
assuming you've
okay.
already-
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
it was a good call to go look into this float thing because the Copper Hand has been buying specialized float materials, and a very unique mechanism was stolen from our float builder. My initial thought was that it was going to be a one-to-one swap. Perhaps not, but that would be the easiest way to sneak a float in, one that is already registered. No need to create any sort of fake entry or anything. You just pretend to be a float that's supposed to be there. You know where the parade is supposed to be.
Are they gonna use that? How's that gonna help them?
It could also have been used to create an opening, right? Like last minute, they need a new float because this
Oh.
one's missing.
That's a good point. Do we have the schedule? Do we know if a replacement has been selected? I understand that this does not necessarily tie directly to a robbery, but come on, Sergeant. You know that there's going to be steps between this.
That's all being handled by the festival committee. Pretty tight-lipped, though. Festival is Star Watch has oversight on that.
I'm sure you, charmer that you are, could get us maybe a little bit of information.
The
Maybe,
Nomark
perhaps.
has requested that we keep things quiet on this bank robbery. I think she's trying to submit the district as being a force for Absalom. Just to
I see.
like a PR move, politics. You know how
I see.
she doesn't want to get the Star Watch involved. For those that don't know, I mean, your characters would certainly know. Star Watch are like oversee all of the Absalom watches, and they're like internal affairs, but they also handle issues on the Isle of Kortos itself. They have jurisdiction over all of Kortos, and the Navy as well.
Well, surely they would be
and internal. They only police the police. They don't police citizens, so to speak. Although there are, say, it's like the FBI kind of. Actually, put it that way.
I would think they would be interested in information that we have and comparing our information with theirs.
We give this up to Star Wars, they'll come in and take over the whole operation.
That is
Come in,
if that keeps people safe.
Yeah, it's not so much about keeping people safe.
It's a great way to get us on the shit list. Unfortunately, Savara, the higher ups, if they find out that we pawned this off to to Star Watch, they're not going to be happy.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes here. You gotta understand. This is as much of a political issue. No mark. Wisdom is really wants this to go down in our purview. She's got a close eye on you. Oh, let me tell you, Sphinx Squad is, as you know, caught her attention.
As Confi's like, her arm is wrapped in a sling.
If that's the case, we should be able to get the information we need. Politics are fine, but that's not the point. The point is keeping people safe. That's our job.
The point is, we want to find out more about this gang. Let's do with this. Reasons that still confidential.
Interesting.
This gang has garnered some interest from
You're sure
the
you cannot.
higher powers. See,
You're sure you cannot get us an itinerary? Anything, a roster?
we don't want to risk anything that might tip these fellas. They have some strong ties to, well, something. We're not sure that we can even trust the Star Watch, right?
Interesting. Okay.
If,
Okay.
So wait a minute. How can you trust the other members of the Sphinx Guard then?
What the
what
Edge
choice
Watch?
do I got? I gotta trust somebody, right?
I mean, he's kind of only working with us on this, to be fair.
No.
I'm
You
trustworthy.
four have gone above and beyond.
Okay.
So
Well then, Sergeant.
the city is built on hero worship. Starting to catch the eye of some of the locals. Starting to become almost like spokesmen here. So, well, first of all, we want to keep you out of the district for a little while.
Understood.
Uh,
Well then, Sergeant, may I ask you some questions related to this then?
Sure, yeah. But before you do, let me just tell you, we don't want to do anything that's going to tip off these people. We won't basically let them do it. Is what I'm saying. Catch them in the act. That is our best chance. Because once this goes down, Star Wars is going to be all up in this, and they're going to swoop these folks up.
I see.
The token
guard. He's talking about letting the bank robbery go down
and catch them in the act.
Catch them in the act. We want to catch these folks, and we want to learn what we can from them before either the token guard or Star Watch coming.
I mean, do you think this is part of like some sort of bigger conspiracy? What else would there be to learn?
That is the ultimate question, isn't it? That's what we need these coppers. We need more intel on them. We want to learn about their operations, where they're coming from.
Okay.
Powers above that are quite concerned about connections they may have. Details have come.
Okay, then my questions are: what you read on the coins, like the token card?
Token guard is about as reliable as you can afford.
Are they trustworthy? Are any of them trustworthy? Should we loop them in?
Token guard have their own little spin on corruption, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, me.
Sounds like it's just us.
They're pretty loyal as long as you know, pay them accordingly.
Interesting.
Once you have once you've paid their bail, so to speak, I find them to be reliable. They do serve the interest of Absalom, city, and the coins as a whole.
So we could probably loop them in on this.
We've already taken care of Vardan. Spent some funds to ensure his cooperation.
Good to know.
You got nothing to worry about.
Okay, we'll keep all that.
Speaking of, got something came in by the winged sandals today.
Oh.
Although reaches over behind the podium where you guys are kind of hanging out.
I like to think it's from Elena's kid, and it just says,
it's a picture in crayon.
Mom, can I stay up late tonight?
Yeah.
It's a chest, and it has a note from a bit of a soggy chest.
Mm.
It's
Oh.
a note from Zariah.
Uh,
It's promised. Your share of the bounty
oh,
for drone. Intel was better than I could have hoped.
oh, good.
She will reach out to the Sleepless Sons to kind of provide them with information that they find useful, because a lot of stuff that goes down in the puddles, Foreign Quarter is like a station where it's court. Why would the criminals who exploit it operate on? So
I had a quick question out of character. Were you saying at the beginning that they were looking at expanding Edgewatch to cover more of the city?
Oh, you mean what he was saying?
Yeah.
No, just trying to get their notoriety.
He wants them known around
As
the
a
city.
legitimate district,
Okay.
not just a
Fairgrounds, a
a
glorified
fairgrounds. It's
So
also,
it's about legitimacy.
Okay.
yeah, and it's not just about Edgewatch being legitimate. It's about the district being, which in turn legitimizes
Edgewatch,
those that are on the council and no mark.
no mark, and yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to invest your armor.
Because it's kind of like a temporary decree right down what's going to make this thing happen. But we're watching.
Thank you.
Seems like it will be, but how permanent are these
Mhm.
changes? This so much was done so fast. Okay, so
Is there any update on the Graveraker?
maybe get me started.
I mean, that
Dead end
is-
after dead end, and red herring after red herring. That case.
Don't worry. After I finish the Starstone test, I'll come back. I'll find it.
Good. All right. Well, Starstone. Well then. Okay. I wish you luck with that.
We crack open the chest.
Yes, you crack it open.
Is there a lockpick? Let me just pull it up like Skyrim style.
God. Fucking send somebody a gift. It's like, don't worry, it's locked.
God, I have 16 tabs of them with different feeds.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
decide.
just my day-to-day life, girl.
Okay.
Man.
Oops, wrong.
I have so many being part human. Because you can get a general feat too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I did.
I picked natural skill.
I can tell you what I want. I can tell you what I should get.
Okay. So it's a total of 220 gold. Bonus for finding the journal.
So that's
Actually, I think
55
that's-
apiece.
Yeah, I'll drop
Yeah.
it in the.
Okay.
The stash.
We'll split it.
Ish.
Oh, we should also try to identify those things again too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of unusual liquids.
What did I say? 200?
220.
220.
I think it's 2000.
I think you said 250. 260?
All right.
250 platinum.
In
220
addition,
each.
There are two masks with salve in it.
Interesting.
It's so strange.
When I did a long rest, I have to do daily preparations, maybe. Nope. How do I reset my lay on hands?
Oh, I need to
You
look.
press the button on the refresh button on the charges.
The charges are the same, but lay on hands is like crossed through.
It's because it's at the wrong rank, because the item wants to keep it at rank 1.
Yeah. You can you
I'll put it
can
down.
leave it at rank 1 and go in and edit the number of or the hit points. That's what I did.
Where did you edit the hit point?
Oh,
I'll
details.
look. Yeah, details.
Heightened second.
Oh no, on the heightening I put interval heighten +2.
Could you just send a screenshot real quick?
It's so
Mhm.
weird. I can't find this item.
Thank you.
It's a legacy item, so
What is lay on hands or
let me see if it's it's the salves that are part. Let's see here.
There's a little drop down for the scaling.
There it is. All right, that's why.
Oh, mine says
I
heightening.
can change the name.
Yeah, it says heightening is like the title of it, and then below that scaling interval.
you should have it
Alright.
at 1.
So there are two more consumables. They are tricky liminants.
Why does yours look so different?
Oh, I have
which
some
If you for 8 hours, give you a
color
bonus
applied.
to
escape and squeeze.
escape and squeak.
You greased yourself up.
Yeah.
Here, hell yeah.
We'll just see what happens. What if I cast this?
All right. We're gonna go split up what's in the stash here. Sir, we can do that, right?
Yes, I can cue that up.
Also, do we need to
So-
report to Allo like in the official capacity with legal lore, or is this flavor wise the same?
Whoops, that was already identified.
Oh yeah, it didn't actually heighten mine either.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh well.
Mine is heightened.
I
Mine-
thought
I literally just dragged it up. Literally, just drag it up, and then it says, "Oh, you can't cast it," but it doesn't matter. You press the icon, the little hand with the glowing icon, to post it to chat, and then you just press the version that you want.
So you just leave it stricken through.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So
So like, and if you press roll healing, it should say 12. No changes. It's
mine
literally drag it
says
from rank 1 to rank 2.
6. Oh, okay, I see.
Yep.
Okay,
There we go.
gotcha. So don't cast it, just
Okay.
send it to chat.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha,
that
gotcha.
fixed it. Good.
Okay.
Yay, thank you.
I'll just have to remember then how many there. I guess physically just change the number of charges.
Although shouldn't it be rank 3 this level?
No, it's half your level. It's a
Yeah.
focus spells are half your level, and it's not rounded up if I recall correct. It's just like cantrips.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Next
I
level it'll be at rank 3.
I thought cantrips went to level 3 this level.
No, they go to level 3
It's
at level
6.
6. They heighten to half your level
Alright.
rounded down.
All right, I'm going to split the money up.
Okay.
Yep.
Distribute.
Mine says level 3.
Your cantrips are heightened to level 3 at this level? Well, maybe you're cool.
I mean,
And I'm not.
That is cool.
That's not a question.
Days has a heighten +2 though.
That is
Oh,
true.
then that's why.
Oh.
That's why your cantrip went up, is because yours goes up at 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13.
This one's
and so
3
on.
too, though.
Which one is it?
Telekinetic projectile.
That's also that's +1.
That's a plus
That's
one.
weird.
Well, no, it's a heightened +1. It goes up at every. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, what's the actual damage though?
Oh, what these 6?
I mean, I'll take 18, but that seems high.
Wait,
I don't understand the heightening system in 2e, and I play Marshall.
I
Yeah,
understood
it's
it when
not-
I was playing a druid, but I've since
Oh, half
pulled
your
it
level
from
rounded
my
up. Cantrips are
cache.
automatically rounded to half your level rounded up. Are
Yeah, that's what I
focus
thought.
spells?
It's always got your
Oh,
max.
so it is 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
What
didn't
about
know that.
focus
then-
spells? Oh,
so
rounded
then-
up. Yeah, lay on hands should be rank 3.
Okay.
I
Cool.
dragged mine to rank 3 and it still did 12, so I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, well, let me see if I can change it. Or let me see if I can toggle it. Healing, roll healing. Nope, it's doing 18 for me.
It's doing 18 for me too.
Yep.
Well, aren't you too special?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Okay.
All right.
So are you guys rolling for these or what?
No, we're just making sure that we know how to heighten them. We're
So
just
Okay.
my key strikes is
Testing.
heightened +4. So does that mean at 5th level I should do an extra damage?
I
10.
Yes.
think so. Yeah.
At ninth level, you should be doing extra damage if it's a focus spell. Heighten +4 means that you need to be at focus 5 for it to be doing something different. If the base focus is 1, heighten +4 means the next upgrade you get is focus 5. Focus 5 you get at level 9. So if it's heighten +2, you need to heighten the spell level twice. If it's heighten +1, you need to heighten the spell level once. If it's heighten
I'm
+4,
so
you need
sorry, guys. I'm not in the
you
middle
get
of
your
trying to
next
do this
upgrade at level 9.
gymnastics.
You get it at
Just,
level 9.
just
Cool.
read.
There's
Just
probably
read
a
the
chart somewhere.
character sheet when we get there. You know?
Yes.
I'm just gonna trust Forge.
I'm telling you.
Trust in the All right.
Rolling for unusual liquids and such. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
I thought you
I
guys
have a
wanted
thing I
to
wanna
do
do.
that. I thought you were
Yes.
asking. Okay.
Yes.
Roll.
I mean, we probably, if it had been long enough, we probably did it back in Conti's room last night.
Once per day, not once per 10.
Right, but we did not attempt to identify him when we first got him because time was
Right, you
of
were
the
moving
essence.
so quick. So go ahead and
Mhm.
roll them then. That's nice.
I'll look at the feather. Color, nature, doesn't matter.
Oh, damn. Rolled a natural 20. Okay.
Cool. What's this feather?
Boosts up by level 1. Feather is oops, that's not it.
Mystification.
Yeah, the feather shaft dipped in gold bears a single arcane. Once activated, this feather will transform into a small sparrow that waits on your finger. Relay a message up to 1. Along with the name and rough location of a recipient.
Cool.
Recipient must be someone you have met. It must be somewhere you have visited. After receiving the message, the bird flies off to deliver it, traveling 30 miles per hour. If the bird finds the target, it moves adjacent to them, and the words emanating from the bird as off, explodes, killing everyone.
That's really cool.
If it fails to find your target after 10 hours of searching, it also disappears.
Yeah.
Little thing.
That would have been real useful. Well, I guess it's sort of like the flare, but maybe a little bit more targeted.
There really is no good option for skill increase for items for intimidate. There is no good option for it. Yeah, and it's such a weird thing to wear as a police officer. Like, yes, the demon mask
I didn't want to
exists.
wear
I'm
the mask on my
staring at it.
mug. I was like, I'm not wearing this stupid thing.
Yeah, like it's kind of it's way too extra. I mean, like, yeah, it's fine. I'll shop on item bonuses for something else. But it's just like, what's up?
I was like, maybe Serve would let you reflavor it as some other item. I mean, like, I don't know. That's not just
Well, how
a
is an
demon mask.
item intimidating?
Right. Well, it could be a pin or something.
Extra shiny, it blinds you.
It's gotta be
A
fierce.
tattoo.
There is
A
It's
face
gotta be very
Face
visual.
tattoos. Yeah.
Not
Face
just
Face
something
tattoo.
like, yeah.
There is a tattoo. It is rare. Unless it's 100 victories, which is orcish, but not uncommon.
That's what I had on my mug.
Interesting. Interesting. But the item bonus, do they have to see it? No.
I mean, it's also magical. So, like, maybe it just exudes
maybe
some aura of fear. You know.
I mean, it does nothing. It does nothing to help me other than a +1 to intimidate. But that's kind of okay. Like, all right, maybe I get a tattoo at some. That's definitely a later thing. But
Careful with tattoos because they count as a permanent item. So
yeah.
that will always be one of your
Invested.
10 invested items.
Oh,
I,
it doesn't
I'm
have to be
yarn.
invested.
Tattoos?
Like you can, yeah, you don't have to invest them
No,
if
you
they're
can't.
on you. Like,
You can't uninvest tattoos.
oh, you can't uninvest
No,
tattoos.
they stay permanent.
Can you upgrade them though? Like if you were to get a greater major
Yeah,
true
I think those.
face
I think
tattoo?
that's totally like you can.
That's so
upgrade
funny
them.
because I'm legitimately have 4 tabs open at the face tattoos right now because I don't want to get one too. Twins.
Interesting. Okay, so but investment's pretty easy, right? You just can't uninvest a thing.
Can't
You
uninvest a
could
tattoo.
you could
You can
pay
uninvest
to
other
have it
things.
dispelled and counteracted, and then it fades from your body.
Okay.
Laser.
Yeah, you get laser.
It takes
Magic
3
lasers.
weeks in game.
If the tattoo loses its magic or is destroyed, it no longer reduces your investiture.
So you could just cut it.
Yeah.
Like gladiator style.
hmm
Got it. Understood. These items have to be invested. Yada 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 yada. Okay. Only when they're invested. Invest it. Oh, it's a single action with the interact trait. And I guess you just can't undo an investment for a day. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well then I'm probably going to try to do a little bit of item shopping at some point, but that's boring, and I'll just let you know on things that I would like to get, if possible, sir.
Okay. Does anybody else identify any of those other items I posted?
Oh gosh, sure, yeah.
I rolled a.
Just click off the
Nom-
items.
We're gonna do a -1 because this was last night.
Click.
Last night.
Why did you have a
One.
-1 on your?
Because I'm one less level last night.
Is what?
Because I was
Use
level 4
4.
last night.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd already fought all that shit.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you level up when you sleep, basically.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Wait, so not just doing the knowledge from the action macro?
No, you're doing it off the prompt.
Right.
It's posted in chat. Above all our lay on
Then,
hands spam.
you cannot identify that.
Okay.
Try again.
Good man.
Oh, I see.
Next day.
I mean, if we're doing it last night, I can also roll on stuff.
Jesus Christ, another freaking natural 20? Are you
Nice.
Oh, that was Wendelin. Okay.
Yeah, that was when. And whatever I just rolled is one lower if it was from last night.
All right. So what is Wendelin rolling on?
One of
The top
unusual
one, I
liquids.
think. The top unusual liquid.
There you
Okay.
go. All 3.
The feather was already identified, and I can't
Mhm.
identify the thing with alchemy because I don't have alchemy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
so this
okay.
is the flask that you found on the other room. And you're like, this is an invisibility potion.
Oh, shit.
Very
that's
illegal.
legal.
Very
That's
illegal.
illegal.
Absolutely. Yes.
Why is that illegal?
Because it's like a
invisibility is outlawed. It's been deemed illegal by the Master of Spells. No.
Really?
Yeah, you're not allowed to
So
turn.
what if I took the spell invisible?
That's
I would get in
fine.
trouble.
Not every
Spell?
citizen who owns a shop has
I mean, if you're a
invisibility
cop,
cards.
you probably should have that. Because only
You should have
criminals
invisibility
use
cards.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Amazing.
every area's got its quirks. Like Bloodlords, it's like any positive energy is absolutely outlawed and punishable by death.
So what does Wynn do when she realizes this is an invisibility potion?
Yeah.
She thinks of the pranks she can pull.
Yeah.
The illegal pranks.
Barleycorn would be up your ass. That shit.
Did anyone else roll on that and identify it?
I rolled, but I don't know if I knew what it was.
Oh, both of you rolled on that?
Yeah, because I don't have
Yeah.
alchemical crafting. I have regular crafting.
Savara gets it as well. Ante gets the alchemy. Just
Oh.
for the other item.
I definitely look like I'm about ready to lie about the invisibility potion, and then I noticed that Savara knows what it is.
Savara's eyes are pretty big when
like,
she's realizing what it is.
I was like, oh yeah, that's illegal.
These guys were smugglers too, right?
Yeah.
It's illegal.
It's an invisibility potion, yeah.
That's what it looks like. Perhaps
Are you sure? I thought it was a healing potion for a second.
it doesn't look anything like a healing potion, Gwendolyn.
But I mean, are you sure?
And she gets kind of a little like wicked glint in her eye and says, "You could drink it and find out."
Oh,
No, that would be a waste.
It would be illegal, and you should not do that.
All right. Well, I will keep it since we're police
Entrapment.
officers and it's contraband, and we need to make sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands.
Oh my
I
god,
should
wait a
just
minute.
Leave it here.
You could pour it into somebody's like beer, they drink it, turn invisible, got them, arrested.
That is entrapment.
That is entrapment.
Should be illegal. I'm
Hey, if I'm
fairly
not-
certain
Let's
that's
like
not,
illegal.
let's
doubly
not
illegal.
emulate those kind of things, please.
Let's not actually be the
God,
police.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess you can kill someone, sprinkle some invisibility potion next to them, and it's fine.
I wasn't.
What's the wire? What is this shit?
I know.
Did you you did the alchemy for the other thing, right?
Yes.
Hunty did, you said, right?
Yeah. She's got some
Yes,
craft
Conti
in
has
her.
identified it as dark vision elixir. Lesser.
Ooh.
Granting 10 minutes of dark.
That's very useful. Would have been very useful and is very useful and continues
Yeah.
to be very useful.
Yeah. Yeah, Savara's like, so, what you doing with that? Yeah.
Okay. I know what I would like to get. It
So
appears.
what do I
that
need? A
I've
thievery
got-
check to steal that invisibility potion?
Oh my.
Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna steal something that's from who? Who are you trying to steal from?
I just want to like slip the invisibility potion into
We'll
my
slide a hand.
later.
Don't you just have invisibility on your spell list? You're an occult caster.
Yeah, but I didn't take that.
Whose fault is that?
He's not allowed to. I mean, how could you? You can't use it. You can't use that stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean,
What if we leave
I've
Absalom,
done
though?
so much extra legal shit since we started.
No, Savara's like,
it would have to be kept a very dark secret.
yeah, she's like, we have the
We'll do that.
ledgers. Perhaps we can figure out its origin. If we search through the books, we can find out who sold it and where it came from, and the watch would be very interested, I'm sure.
Oh, those ledgers are with Zariah. She has-
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But somebody has the ledgers.
Oh, do you actually have the physical item?
Hmm.
Never mind. Never mind. Somebody else. Yeah, right. I mean, she has access. She said she was going to open up access to it.
Well, we found the ledgers in the globe, but we left those with Zariah so she
Right.
could.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
But
part
yeah,
of
no.
what you got the bounty.
Yeah, but yeah, Savara's thinking, ooh, contraband, we can nail somebody with this.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, Wynn's like,
What contraband?
I have two things that I'm going to try to pick up
I didn't
today.
say anything.
All right. So is Gwendolyn going to keep this then?
I mean, I don't know. I got to
It's
see
not
if
like you're identifying it there. I would assume you identified it back at Conti's place.
Do you stow it in a Conti's like stuff and then just
Oh my
use it?
God.
I mean, I don't know. It depends if I think Savara is gonna narc on me.
You go to sleep in her drawer and like leave it in there with her pen, her gladiator costume.
I briefly considered having Savara sneak and try to look at your newspaper clippings you cleaned up, but decided that she wouldn't do that.
Just Snoop.
I mean, Gwen probably would have. If I
Yeah.
thought about it.
So what is the final decision here? What are you doing with it?
The
Huh?
We'll turn it in.
Okay. Some cred with this return.
Yeah.
to serve. Not super important. Don't want to spend too long on it. Today, at some point in time, Elena would like to try to find a tattoo artist. Doesn't need to be during business hours. And a ventriloquist swing.
But you said, and a ventriloquist.
And
You were gonna
ventriloquist,
try
I
to
need
find a ventriloquist. I need
one
now.
ventriloquist, please.
That pairs well with the invisibility.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. You a Sith Lord over there? Wait. Do it.
I really want the obsidian goggles, but they're 150, and it's like all my gold, and I don't know that I.
Is that the 10 minutes of dark vision?
It's
1 hour, is it? No.
it's an hour. It's an hour, but it's 150 gold pieces, and so it's like it's spending all of it on dark vision, which is like useful. Actually, you know what? I've talked myself into it. I'm
You're
gonna
not.
look for an
Dark vision is useful, is that? I mean, you're not going underground as much.
Yeah, we literally had an entire fight where I had to manage. I had to juggle a torch last
Okay,
week.
so you're right. You don't even have low light.
I don't even have low light. I am a human ass human.
You're a human? I thought you were a dwarf.
No, I'm like 5'6". Hold on, how tall am I?
That's taller than me IRL.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go. One second.
How tall is Savara?
Oh, she's like 5'6", but I'm 5'4".
All right. Okay, so you've kind of got the gist of what's expected. We, yeah, I guess we're still with Alo at this point, right?
Yeah.
We didn't really.
Is this a good time for a real quick tea break?
Yeah, take a little break. Let's do it. Little break. Tea break.
Cool. BRB.
I'm just gonna go for the obsidian goggles. Yeah, screw getting the 2 items. I think I'm just gonna look for the one. It's nice to have a +1 item bonus to a bunch of stuff, but like, or I could have,
So you're
insurance
not
that
doing
I'm
the
not.
tattoo then?
No, not yet. I mean,
Okay,
like, it's
cool,
still
cool,
on
cool.
my
I didn't know
list
if
because
you
it's one of
do
the
it
only
by
cheap.
matching every. Sorry.
Oh, well, we're kind of doing similar things, so like, I get it. But like, no, I'm thinking about it. It's like the 2 item bonuses are nice. They're still on my list. I can pick them up at some point, but the ability to not be useless in a fight at least once a day. Like I'd rather take the insurance. It's less flashy. It's a +1 to perception as well,
Which is a +1 to initiative.
which is a +1 to initiative. A good point. And I can flavor the goggles as nearly anything, which I'm going to do. They're going to be sunglasses, because I think that's fun.
Man,
So what are you getting? I missed the.
Goggles of dark vision. I'm going to look for obsidian goggles, rather, is what they're
Oh,
called.
you were gonna take it. You're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it because I feel like a +1 for you. I didn't even recognize +1 to an issue. That's fantastic. No, but the ability to get dark vision for an hour once a day, like
As long as
that's
it involves sight, I guess. So yeah, pretty much all the time.
a lot of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it dark vision once a day seems like very, very useful to me, more than a +1 to a skill. And like,
Mhm.
I think that's just me recognizing that I'm a human, or I perhaps in
Night
possession of low
vision
light vision.
goggles. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have them be kind of like those glasses with like the big like Crowley sunglasses. Crowley sunglasses?
I don't
Exactly
think
like
so.
that. From Good Omens. Here, let me.
They're kind of almost like sports glasses, but like they're way more like metal.
They're like mad genius like kind
Oh,
of
like
goggles, but they're glasses instead.
steampunkish.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's what they remind me of, is steampunkish, yeah.
And so they're just gonna be like circular dark obsidian lenses that
You know,
like
top hat with that.
no, maybe. I spent a lot of time in
Gonna put your harrow cards in the top hat.
yeah, I know. That is super cool. But no, I'm not doing that necessarily. Little top hat. Maybe hey, maybe later. Maybe I get a hat of something, and then it's the top hat for whatever reason.
Do I want Die Hard or or an extra 5 feet of movement?
You already get movement. Stack that.
But I could.
Fleet does make you faster.
We
We
have a
make you faster.
substantial bonus
Hey,
already.
girl,
with that.
how many times have
you
you
just
gone
moving the
down?
needle barely.
I chose Die Hard. I
How
went
many
general
times have you
training.
gone?
I went down Die Hard.
100%.
Robust.
You're gonna be in melee.
Yeah. I was really looking at robust health, but it's actually general feat 3, not 1. But that is very sexy.
Well, the
Sure.
spider was saved by that feat. He would have hit dying 4. I mean, he hit dying 4.
Mm-hmm. I can now hit
And,
dying.
die because of that.
It's very representative of Kanti's journey, it feels like, too,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, like what the hell?
She can take it.
Not Sonic the Hedgehog.
But
Gotta
I
go.
could. I can get fleet.
Trust me,
and
you'll never use all of that speed. Trust me. I had a
I can get an
movement speed.
extra 10.
I had a movement speed of 60. I had to fly.
I mean, eventually I
climb,
will just
and land speed of 60. You don't use it all. Trust me.
at a level 7, I get another 15.
Yeah, you're gonna have fucking
11, 20, 15 plus 25.
It is almost like it's. Yeah, I would seriously try to talk you out of that.
Yeah,
Getting fleet.
I
It's
went.
such a waste
I went Die
on a
Hard.
monk.
I did a completely fluffless, entirely munchkin-y attempt to make the fastest PC in Pathfinder. The fastest I could get is 95 feet in action.
But
like
it
like
was
the
really
jump from 25 to 30
That's big.
is way more huge than
Yeah.
adding that to the monk.
Yeah, I was most looking at Catfall or Die Hard, but I went Die Hard. So. And then I went Expert for Warfare Lore. I feel like it was more general than Siege or Gladiatorial. So felt.
Expert.
How do you feel about? Oh wait a minute, it's legacy content.
What?
I was looking at the composer staff.
Legacy.
Composer staff as a nightstick would be a lot of fun.
That is cool.
It's not just because it's legacy doesn't mean it's not available.
Mhm.
If there's a current incarnation of it, then like then legacy was really I don't want to go with the new
It
stuff.
look like there is,
But there no, because it. I mean, archives will tell you if.
I mean, there's nothing on it that would be different, really.
Archives will tell
It
you.
basically has
There is
Huntingham.
no. It's from the treasure guide, so none of that is updated.
Okay.
So it's totally fine to use.
Man, Savara, you have like a full, what is that, 150 gold worth more of stuff than I do.
Yeah, I
Literally do not know how. It's probably
I
because
don't
he's got
either.
like the
She has the
shield
one
is like his
ring. You
loot.
guys
and
aren't supposed to
it-
look at that. She's got
Well,
the
like it's
ring.
probably because he's gotten a bunch
Ring
of
of
the
power.
loot things.
Yeah, I got the bracers.
Yeah.
Which I realized I think it was actually 2 sessions ago after the session that somebody shot at me and I could have used them.
Oh darn.
But it's
Oh
literally
my
the first time it's
God.
happened and I just didn't think about it.
I don't know
Now,
if
I
you
don't-
could have though. No, you couldn't because they were sneak attack.
They were sneak attack. Okay.
Yeah, that
But
was
yeah, like,
before you went.
I just haven't gotten shot at, which is good.
That is
but-
hilarious.
I gotta remember that I have them.
Hey,
Yeah, I've got that and then the shield.
you have to be.
And
You
I've-
can't be off guard on that.
Oh, and I've got a level 5 Talisman, yeah. I've just gotten some loot.
So
What I like about
was
the bracers is that you don't have to react to it before you get hit. React
Mhm.
after you get
You can decide whether or not to use
hit.
it. Yeah.
But
Nice.
you know if you're hit or not. So you can know
Right.
it'll make the difference. Pretty cool. I had a
Right.
Gunslinger has an amazing feat that lets them react when allies get hit. And they get a +2 to their armor class. And you can decide to use it after that attack. So my fucking Gunslinger was shooting other dudes' bullets before they hit the other players. So cool.
That is cool.
It's rad.
Another reason is I have some of my, like, for some reason I have 2 bolas, even though I actually only have 1.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And like I've got 2 hand crossbows because we edited one to be lethal and one non-lethal, so it's really just one.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
But we have 2. But yeah, because I
mind.
was also trying to figure out why do I have so much more wealth than anybody else.
That is true. Yes, the
I
extra
don't actually.
crossbow. I have a shield.
Yeah.
Mm.
I guess I can get rid of that buckler. Here, let's stow that.
Away, hang it over the dresser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Kant is going to when we have a little downtime, she's going to find a tattoo parlor.
Wait,
Wait up. Yeah, sure.
Do it
we can-
together.
aren't both of you guys looking for a tattoo parlor?
No,
You guys could
I'm
have run
gonna
into the
double.
same.
I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
get
you went with
double.
the yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
All right. So yes, Alo was going to give you the guys the day off to make any preparations. He's going to get in touch
Oh my
with
God.
the token guard rep, and wants to just reiterate. Well, we'll meet again. Yes.
Tonight.
Yeah, like after work, and they'll go check in with Sphinx and let them know.
are we
So-
supposed? Are we going to be the ones who are lying in wait to catch them in the act?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you guys might want to figure out how you want to
Mhm.
handle that.
Yeah, we need to plan.
You have a few
kind of-
options, he'll recommend, but you can come up with your ideas. Says you can, play in disguise in the bank or on the grounds or on the parade route.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful. You don't want to tip them off if they no go this. Never get.
We need disguises again.
Tell that they want.
Oh no!
You can hide in or out of the bank.
So Savara is concerned about the whole like whatever this diversion is going to be, like not even trying to like let that stop or anything, because I'm not going to push it because I don't think that's part of where that story wants us to go. But
what diversion are you talking about?
well, the whole thing with the other float and this missing float part, because it isn't what we understood. The whole point, their plot was to cause a diversion during the parade so that they could rob the bank.
Well, or it's their getaway vehicle.
Yeah, you don't really know.
I
mean,
feel
you
like
have the information you have.
I thought
I
something
feel like
specifically
we need
mentioned
to
diversion.
be inside the bank, because if we're not in the bank, we may not see it going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to be a teller or something, like pretend to be a teller
Yeah.
for the day.
Or I
So
could be an
can I
underwriter.
buy
Who's got the
composer's?
accounting lore, right? Wait, someone here?
I got legal lore.
You got
I got books.
Well, it depends.
I
Maybe
have
I could have
great
accounting lore.
performance. I can pretend to be anything.
That's a good point about it maybe being like how they get there, how they sneak in, or how they get away, or whatever.
Yeah, it could just be the way to move the money, right? They steal thousands of gold and they need a way to get away, and so they just
Yeah,
get the
or the
vehicle
way
car.
to sneak the thieves in, or yeah.
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 It could be
And it
cool
may be
for-
that they need the mechanism to open something. Like my thought is the mechanism is cracking a vault or something open, and
I
like
mean, did you see that Sean Connery Captain Rosetta Jones thing?
It's gonna be lasers. Who's got the best butt? The dip right below that laser feed.
Ooh,
you, Vince
Chapman.
Not
Compliments
to
are
be
okay.
rude, but I have the highest charisma, so
And we need a
You
male
can
co-star
do it.
that's 30 years old.
Yeah. It also could just be getting them over the fence.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
bunch of things that could be
That-
happening.
Oh my god, that ladder might still be there.
We should definitely get rid of that. But
we
yeah,
did not
posting
leave that
the-
ladder.
The ladder was
So here's my thought, honestly. Like it feels like we should have somebody outside the bank, not outside, but watching the outside. We should have somebody inside. We
Inside
should
the
have
bank.
somebody at the vault. It doesn't even need to be inside the vault. We could even wait inside the vault. That'd be really fucking funny. He wouldn't let us do that, but that'd be really funny.
passed
That
out.
would be funny.
Yeah.
They
no
open, they
air.
open the vault door. You guys are all passed out from asphyxiation.
Hey, if
They
that
open the
bug
That
vault
wouldn't be
door.
funny.
It's Chris Hansen. There's a chair. Have a seat.
Yeah. Somebody's waiting with a camera. Take pictures.
Yeah, no, so like like I'm thinking like we need to watch the outside, we need to have somebody on the inside like a teller, and we need to have somebody like near the secured area and like we'll just have to collapse in on wherever we find the bad thing. So maybe like everyone has a whistle and blow it. Oh, the bird. The
Bird.
fucking bird. How long does the bird take to get to places? How long does the bird
30
take?
miles an hour.
30 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. That'll take somebody's head off.
Fast.
Well then, perfect, because the person, if somebody sets up outside, like maybe on the roof of the bank or something, and sees something, they can set that bird up to be like, hey, yo, we see some suspicious activity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Do
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
so,
do we send it into the bank though? To the people who are waiting inside, or?
Allah will meet with you guys like at around 6 o'clock at the Penny and Sphinx. You guys
Okay.
can
That
kind
night,
of-
the 12th.
yes, you can look around and
Case out what we want to do.
do we have the
Um,
route as well?
we do have the parade route. Yes.
yes.
When like does it pass like by the bank more than once, like on the front or the back or whatever?
Goes through every district, starts in Westgate,
How close does it get to the bank?
goes right in front.
Oh, he just asked, does it? And you said no, but maybe I'm
No, it
misunderstanding.
doesn't pass by twice.
Yes,
It
Ah,
just
okay.
goes to the bank.
I was wondering
Yeah,
if it like was gonna snake around it because my
Mhm.
thought was, oh, you drop it off on one side
Right,
and pick it up on the other. But
Right.
Yeah. So we can't know if it's going to happen before or
Parade
after.
takes
but I do-
hours to pass as well.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
real-
immense.
it's slow.
It is immense.
It may be two floats. Like I don't know. There could be any number of things going on here.
Well,
But
also they could get in
question is,
without
ahead.
the float. They
they could.
they could get in easily. They could sneak in, however, but it makes more sense. The float is to smuggle out the money.
Yeah, I like that. I like that as a theory
I mean,
that we
it
have.
could just as easily be a bomb, right? That like if you cause enough chaos, you don't really need to sneak.
It's a
Yeah.
horrible way to get away long term with money because it's going to set the entire city on their asses. So unless they're
It
planning on
is.
moving out, like, and
No,
we already have the
we're
connection.
smart criminals.
Oh, okay, fair.
God, it's like, okay, what if
question,
please.
please.
Yes.
I just need a plan. Can we spare 3 gold each?
Yeah.
Can I borrow 3 gold from you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Up to 6. I want to get scrolls, and I'm just trying to price stuff out. So sorry. Please continue.
Can I get a composer staff?
Yeah, you can buy that. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's great. And I love the idea of Wynn like conducting us.
It's gonna look like a nightstick actually.
Yeah, okay, that's good too.
Can
You can
bap-
summon
bop
an
people
instrument?
with it.
Exactly.
Someone need
Yes, I can summon instruments though.
Yeah, but you could also haunting him all day.
Well,
you
I
can
was
summon a
excited about
tuba
that
above
one.
somebody and have it drop on their head.
I was excited about the haunting camp because of swarms. So
Yes.
Swarms.
it's like now I have a swarm spell.
Yeah, it's good to have area damage for sure. As a caster, you kind of need something with that because
Yeah.
It's a cantrip too, so like
Yeah, that's nice. I
Does
do
anyone need
think
dark vision? Okay. Go ahead.
I do think we should make sure and like try to rule out the possibility of like a bomb or something in the float because
We can't.
yeah, I agree it's not as likely, but like it could be really bad.
do it.
I don't think we could.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
we'd have to have access to elements of the parade that Aldo said that like we won't because it'll tip
Without
people
drawing
off. And
attention.
Star
Yeah.
Killer. Jesus Christ. Star Watch is handling that aspect of parade security.
Okay.
Hi, do you need dark vision, Savara?
Yes.
Do you want dark vision?
I'm assuming you're talking about like
I have a
scrolls and stuff.
scroll. I could get a scroll for you for dark vision.
There's also that elixir we just found.
We also
I
have
don't,
elixir. How long does that
well,
last?
I don't know.
10 minutes.
We didn't 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, you're the only person without low light or dark vision because you're
Okay. So then I'm taking the dark vision
Okay.
elixir. Yes. Thank you.
All right. So here's my plan with these scrolls, folks, and you can tell me what y'all think. I had two spells that I wanted to I had two spells that I wanted to get. The first is See the Unseen.
Hmm.
I wanted to maybe get a See the Unseen on the off chance that that would be a good, like a good option. What do y'all think? That would be all of like if I
As I
asked for
said
3 gold from
before,
each
I
of you.
mean, criminals are the ones who use those spells. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
See the Unseen.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
they're
Yeah.
12 each. They're 12 each. That's why I asked for 3. If you want to get multiple, we can. I think when you can cast that as well. Do we want to get multiple?
I do think it would be really useful to have at least one, if not more of us who can see invisibility.
See the Unseen.
Well, so I also have a spell called Revealing Light.
That's
Oh.
going to draw more attention, but yeah. But that might be okay because we want them to get caught. That would be what to do when we need them to get caught. When we like
Oh, I have that spell.
Revealing Light is good, but if they succeed at their saves, like it wears off. I mean, here it is. Every casting of See the Unseen that we want will cost us all 3 gold each. I can go in for another 2 castings if we want it. If not, that's okay. And I'm just asking for the 3 gold so that we have at least one, so I could put
Yeah.
it on at least one person at whatever time that may be, which may even just be when, so that she can then target her Revealing Light.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whoever's our like first lookout, probably if there's somebody on the roof or whatever.
Big honky on the roof.
I imagine it'd be
Yeah.
more useful inside, just because like
Yeah.
once we know that someone's inside, if we can't see
Yeah.
them, then it's like, oh, now we need to see the unseen. But like
Maybe we need
that's
2 of them.
2? Okay, if everyone's good for another 3
See,
gold.
I guess the problem with it being the first line of defense is, well, yes, we know the
I'm not
parade
thinking.
route. We don't know exactly when. Well, I guess when we see that float show up, then, but still.
We don't. Did we ever figure out if there was a new float?
No, we can't know that.
Yeah.
That was the thing that he was saying. Like, we can't know any of the activities around the
Yeah,
floats,
float
the itinerary,
registry
the
is kept
orders,
under.
all of
Yeah.
that stuff, and examining floats is off the table unless we want to alert Star Watch, which Aldo said don't.
I do think that
Okay,
that
I'm putting.
your theory about they're replacing the float they burned with an identical one is very likely.
Okay.
Because they've got to have an unregistered float in the parade somehow.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna give myself.
Although, we'll add to that there's no guarantee that these folks have already registered their own.
That's true. It could be some other float we don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe they weren't skilled enough to make it, and so they
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Because he was a master float maker. So like,
Mhm.
who knows?
Well, and
Um,
I got the part made by
Gwendolyn.
someone else, right? So
I don't know, but
yeah, there was a
either way, like it was
no or
unique.
something who helped him build it.
Yeah,
The actual mechanical piece.
Right. And it would appear that the float was burnt down to cover up
the theft of that
theft of the
part.
part.
Oh,
'cause
that's true. Yeah.
You noticed that by chance that
Mhm.
part
Okay.
that
Missing.
was
Mhm.
missing.
When do you want to hold one of these scrolls?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All you have to do is literally search up See the Unseen in the Q search and drag it into your inventory, and it will make a scroll for you.
And I'm subtracting 3 gold.
Yeah. And I have one on my sheet. See, Norn. Hello.
Or do I need to subtract 6 gold if you bought 2?
It's 6 gold total. I already asked for 3, so just be an additional 3 if you've already adjusted that. If you haven't, then yes, 6 gold total.
Yep. Okay.
What I've noticed is as a side note, the quartermaster has a sturdy shield now that is better than the shield that you and I are currently using, and
It
cheaper.
isn't. It should not be
It says
better.
hardness 8, and ours is 5
might
with
be a
it.
mistake.
No, our
Oh,
hardness is
wait.
8.
8, never mind. It is the same as
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah.
I just opened up the little small blurb. I didn't look at the red ring.
No, you're
Never
good.
mind.
Yeah. I think that's the old version too, because it's a named shield. Yeah.
I have failed.
No, you haven't.
No, you were perfect.
Well, okay.
I accept.
So, yeah, my hero point cap is now 5. You'll need to work
Oh,
on it.
word.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your hero point cap is 5, huh? You gonna have
Oh,
5 hero
word.
points?
Oh, yeah.
If only the woodpecker side.
One thing they don't
Cool.
fuck around with. It's
I'm
interesting.
just because I just opened up the quartermaster and I'm looking to see what's available. Should we get a net launcher and try to?
Man, when I was
so
filling this, you don't
Yes.
know how much fun I had creating this. Like I was just like grabbing all sorts of weird shit.
That's
Like-
kind of great for Savara.
Right?
you
Exactly.
use-
Can you
Everything in
strategic
here, I was like, yeah, this is good.
It's like
Yeah,
a
there's lots of
fucking
items.
shoulder-mounted clunk.
Yeah, there's so many
I'll throw a
items
gold
in the
piece for it.
game that I think having like a vendor like set up is really helpful.
Yes,
Yeah, I agree.
fully agree.
What
It
weapon
is
proficiency?
flavorful. Get
What weapon
pine pepper.
proficiency does the net launcher use?
There are no tags.
Hey, there are no tags.
Yeah,
It's just a rare item.
It's a rare item. Yeah, but I figured that they would have.
It makes
this.
sense. Yeah.
I think
Wide.
you should offer you a
Holly
gold
Tuesday.
piece for
You
it.
guys have special access. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm taking my gold
Um,
piece.
If
So,
that's
yeah,
a ranged weapon,
this is
Yeah.
kind of the stuff that I wanted to, really
Um,
inject into the AP. Was
A net
you
fired
have
with a net
this-
launcher
You have the support system.
can target a medium or smaller creature within 40 feet.
Yeah, it's like it's a faction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the net launcher is
I'll
kind of silly.
I'll
I
be able
love
to you
it.
2 nets.
Where is this from?
Yeah, what is
That-
it from?
Probably just the player's guide. So it doesn't say.
Well,
advanced
you can
player
strategic.
guide.
You can devise a stratagem. What I'm telling you,
Right.
you can devise a stratagem with it because
Exactly.
it's a ranged weapon ostensibly.
Let's see, net launcher, guns and gears.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Guns and Gears. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Yeah.
What does it say in Advanced Player's Guide?
So, all right, so Savara's at the
Legacy
teller
is what we
station, and
do.
instead of a rifle under the counter, she's got this fucking net launcher. She pulls it out and sets it on the counter. It's already loaded.
Don't forget to
Man.
buy.
It is a two-handed item.
It is.
I can only imagine that
Like
this is
fucking
going to look
shoulder
something like
mounted.
Stun Gun Millie from the original Trigun.
That's great. Why not have this?
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome.
Now,
Hey.
the answer to why not is I'm starting to get
Heavy.
heavy. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Um,
then you just need a lifting belt and you're all set.
yeah.
You could put some in your
Sure.
backpack. Don't
Might have
forget,
to.
but it takes 2 items to retrieve.
Well,
you
I
check in
mean,
your
if
backpack
we're
later?
setting up an ambush, she would, because it takes a minute to load. It would be loaded and set somewhere so she could and ready to go, so she could pick it up and, you know.
You don't even have a backpack.
But
I guess backpack's not really a thing.
I should.
So much.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
Query,
Huh?
if I may, sir.
Yes.
Are there no healing potions in the quartermaster?
There should be if they've all
There's
been
elixirs of
exhausted.
life.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what they use. Yes,
So they
And
don't
lots
have
of
any healing
alchemy.
potions?
Yeah, just a little easier to.
Got it. Understood. Okay.
All right, I have a net launcher in my backpack now.
Sick.
Did you grab some nuts?
Yeah.
Don't forget
A
to
lot of
keep
the
yourself
stuff
a
is
gold base from
non-magical
Conte.
that's in here. You know,
I'm gonna buy
it's
2
practical, but
nets.
it's mundane in a sense. I don't think there's anything magical. Might be some.
They stabilize, but
Oh yeah.
and it goes charge.
But yeah, that's heavy.
That's specialized for sure.
Yeah. I guess on our day off, yeah, Conti's gonna find what time are we meeting tomorrow? I think like early morning tomorrow.
No, you're meeting.
No, we're meeting
at
tonight.
6 p.m.
Oh, whoa.
She's gotta find a
You got the day
tattoo and
off,
make
but
an
you don't got the night off.
Well,
Should we? Oh yeah. Sorry.
the nets are 1 bulk a piece.
Yeah, it's
Good. Conti to carry one
thing.
for you?
This is
Yeah.
like a.
It's a big. I mean, it makes sense
It's a
because
big
it's
thing,
yeah.
Okay.
How many nets do you need?
Well, I bought 2 just because, but yeah, you can only load 1 at a time. So I'm gonna.
I mean,
I'm gonna throw
how many
it
nets
into
you got?
appreciate. I'll carry it.
I'm gonna get rid of 1 and give myself the money back.
Yeah, Conti can't even make it back to the foreign quarter to get her tattoo. She's gonna have to find someone in the precipice quarter.
It's 7 a.m. You have time. You have like 11 hours before downbeat. Like you have time to walk to the foreign quarter. It's not going to take you 5 hours to walk to the foreign quarter.
It might.
No.
You have
Would it
40 feet
really?
movement.
It's true. If I'm at 35, I didn't take fleet.
Absalom's not 10 miles across.
Yeah, right? I'm so sorry.
So hinky.
What are you sorry about?
A rain screaming in the background.
Oh.
Is it worth it getting elixirs of life? Y'all think?
Nah, sure. Elixir of Life.
How is it?
Sure.
How is it? Wait a minute.
1.
When is it never worth getting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always.
Yeah. I thought you were saying the potion, but yeah, elixirs. I'm all for.
Buy 2 if I can. How do I do that? Do I just click it, drag it onto my sheet? Hey, I'm figuring it out.
One thing I do want to mention about the metal thing, they do cap at level 5 essentially.
Okay. So our level 10, 11.
Level 9.
No. Meaning that once you're level 5, it no longer increases.
Okay.
It's a flat.
Oh, our level 5 or cash level 5?
Yes. No, at your level.
Oh, okay. So it caps.
It's
At 18
right now.
It's the equivalent of like a level 5 item.
Cool. So it stops right now. Okay.
He's starting to regret giving this to us.
No, not at all.
I'll grab a single elixir of life too.
It's a huge amount to heal.
It is.
So,
You guys could do that super heal.
yeah, we have the day off, huh?
Super.
Oh, while we're talking about items, question. And I think I might know why this is happening, but I was looking at my equipment just now, and it was telling me I had to invest my leather armor.
You do have to
Yes,
invest
armor
in
is
plus
invested.
one item.
Is that because of the automatic bonus progression now? Okay.
Yes.
It still counts as a. Yeah, I think it would still
Okay.
count as an invested item.
All right.
Oh, is that this level?
It's
Yes.
always.
Okay.
Remember, that's why I said remember to
Oh,
invest
you mean
your
you guys
armor.
got the
Yeah.
plus one
Yeah,
to
that's
your
why I was saying
armor?
remember to
You
invest
got the
your
That's
yeah.
new. It
fundamental.
never wanted me to invest it before.
I
Right,
don't remember you
yeah.
saying that.
That is mean. That
Yeah.
means you got a
Cool.
+1 armor bonus.
Right.
Woo!
Sweet.
Means
Huge
I'm
That's
rocking
exciting.
a
Huge jump.
23.
Yeah. That's
I'm
not-
at
20.
22.
uh,
Thanks for saying. Like, I would have just never invested it.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta invest. You
My
gotta
guard
invest.
with
You
a
gotta
watch.
buy low and sell high.
That's right.
It's very dark in my house.
All right, you guys are cruising along. 5. You establish yourselves.
Yeah, we're local heroes.
Yeah.
I forget who I was talking to, trying to express like what a big deal being above level 5 is. And somebody and they're like, I don't know. You think my character would?
So good.
Yeah.
It's so amazing once you start getting to level 20 shit, doing shit that's like fucking insane. So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hi, the girl.
Hi.
Does anybody play like high level Pathfinder?
This
Not
is
for me.
Pathfinder what? Pathfinder
Pathfinder
1E?
yes.
Because I'm playing a level 17 cleric right now, and I gotta tell you, 9th level spells in 1E are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that game.
That's fair. This is very fair. Very fair.
We had combat. I essentially had 3 characters in the combat because of
You had
a
what?
pet.
3 things.
I had essentially 3 characters in a combat. All 3 failed a will save, and
We're out.
You had
we're out
you
of fleet.
playing 3 characters?
So I have a ranger with a pet
Oh, I see.
who had been out for like 6 levels, and we finally rescued him. So like, we're at the place. The DM was like, "Hey, just play both." I'm like, "Okay, cool." All 3 failed the will save, and then I had to run away for 6 rounds.
That is
So
brutal.
I
Sometimes it's
made
like
lunch.
1d6 rounds of like
and I
4 IRL hours. Durzel's characters were cowering
this
in a
is
corner.
all the stuff that they got rid of in Pathfinder.
This
Yeah.
is, and like I was talking to Durzel that day, I was like, this is why every time I talk about 1E with anybody, it's like we're talking about an ex, you know? Like, there were good times.
The worst I've seen of that is the maze spell in Pathfinder 2.
Yeah.
I have it as a caster.
That takes you out in Pathfinder
Man.
2. I'm talking about.
Into Quandary.
It takes you out for at least 1 round, possibly 2, possibly 3 rounds.
Yeah, I was out for like 5 rounds, and so for like 4 hours, I just scrolled Facebook.
You have to get a number of successes. You can't just snap right out.
Injury is almost as bad though.
Which one?
I think
Quandary? Quandary is maze.
Quandary is
yeah.
maze. Yes, that is the maze.
I think it's still better than it was in 1E though.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yes. It was
No,
absolutely
1E's was no save.
safe.
Screw you.
Oh,
if you
God.
have bad intelligence, you're dead. Like you're
Yeah.
out. There's no hope.
Yeah.
It was like a
Yeah.
DC 20 intelligence roll. And like if you had a +1,
Yep.
RIP, dude. You could point that at a beast, and it would
Yep.
be impossible for them because natural 20s didn't auto succeed skill checks or ability checks.
Anyway, let's get
Literally
back into
banished to the Shadow Realm. Anyway,
Alright.
yeah.
So Tanthi is getting tattooed.
Yes.
What is she getting?
I think she finds some place in the Presser's Quarter. You know, there's always like everybody's excited for the fair. There's always like magical things
over on the
going on.
boardwalk, lots of stuff.
Yeah, so I think she stays local. She also knows you have to be back in only a handful of hours, so getting to and from home isn't worth the cost with the Uber.
Uh-huh.
And we see her like laying down, got her shirt on, chest down, her hand with like massage things. And this tattoo artist is working on something at the top of her back. And as she finishes up, she's like looking at it in the mirror, and it's the same rapier that we saw as like the pin that was in her drawer. But there was also this like reddish flower, or maybe it's like a butterfly or moth wings that have spread open around the blade portion of it.
The what
Thank you.
portion of it?
The blade portion of the rapier.
Okay, and where is the location of this tattoo?
The top of her neck, like between her collarbones. So it's not super visible.
Behind.
But with her like
back?
loose garments, yeah, the very top of your spine. She wears all like loose garments, so I think very often it's just like you can see parts of it poking out. 'Cause it needs to be like seen by others, or it has to be in a place that can't be seen. So I think it's with her clothing specifically, it's not hard to spot this.
What to do?
I can cast Endure once a day.
Indoor?
Endure.
Endure.
A one
Indoors?
action
Use
John. It opens indoors.
Andor?
And
Are you
Andor
gonna
season
have shadow
2?
walks?
Okay. Little 5 extra H pizzles.
Yeah, it's a one action. If someone's down or something, I can just go boom.
Yeah, touch
So I
one
have
creature. Yeah, that's powerful. That's nice.
yes, so I have essentially 2 like instant saves for somebody that don't require rolls.
Yeah.
I can.
I am not 100% certain, but I for the 10 someone out of business.
Oh,
I don't know
We-
why I'm thinking that right
we-
now.
We talked
They
about it
don't know it.
earlier, and you had said temp HP is HP.
Yeah.
Well,
but
Okay.
like-
Okay. Yeah. In the moment I made that decision.
yeah, I was telling you, it's like we haven't committed to anything because I didn't even take the ability, so we haven't had to answer
Okay.
the
No,
question.
there's no. I don't see any reason why. Okay, that's fine.
cool.
What-
Okay.
What was the question? I didn't hear what you said.
Does
If-
temp
if-
HP pick somebody up?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I thought there was some
Yeah.
kind of caveat with it, but I don't. See
I thought
anything
we had
about
decided
so-
it did not.
Well, in that moment, I didn't
Yeah,
want to stop to
yeah.
decide
Okay.
that. All right, so you're hanging out,
Mhm.
getting your tattoo. You're probably on your stomach. Wait, tap 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 tap.
Yeah, she feels like no pain either.
Yeah.
Her arm's still like in a sling, and the tattoo artist has to like avoid this like healing shark bite.
And is she paying attention to her surroundings at all, or?
I think this is very like dulling for her. You know, almost lulls her to sleep. She's exhausted. She
sounds
feels
of
like
the-
shit. Yeah.
Sounds of the pier, probably on the.
Mm-hmm.
This is run by the Aspis Consortium of vendors down. And there's some renowned tattoo artists that have contracted to do some work. You might be getting a red mantis assassin tattooing you for all you know.
I'm a lot of trust in this artist.
Yeah, but a very skillful artist. Like to be on this pier like this, you have to top tier.
Mhm.
It's a very, very popular. And it's double stacked. There's 2 layers. There's upstairs and downstairs. There's 2. We never really got into the pier. It's an elevated boardwalk that was constructed more than 3,000 feet into the bay, supported by hundreds of pillars. As impressive as it is from the bird's eye, the true grandeur can only be seen at street level. Here is not one boardwalk, but 2 stacked upon the other. Of course it is, right? Separated by 100 vertical feet of crisscrossing wooden beams. It's not just like a small; it's like 100 feet.
Oh my god, that's like
Yeah. Well, the bluff itself, remember, is a sheer cliff. This was all shaved down, but like here, it's like a several hundred feet drop from this cliff here.
And there are 2 stories. Hell yeah.
Food vendors, private exhibits, smaller attractions. This is kind of where we did, I think, some of the Harrow reading
Mm-hmm.
here. The lower level is kind of a little more red light district in a sense at nighttime. Skate. But anyway, you're out there getting your tattoo, and you hear a familiar voice. Why am I not surprised? It is the voice of old handsome boy Reginald Van Casser, who, by mere chance, has encountered you here while you're getting tattooed. Is that you?
Is this the one who worked at the
That is the
newspaper?
guy who runs the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
Who's schmoozing it up
Oh
with
yes.
you. Met him in. Remember where you met him?
Yeah, at the Pharasma bar.
At the House of Plants. Yes,
Yeah.
the Pharasma bar. How dare you
Pharasma
reduce it to such
A crude. Yeah. Oh,
He was in heaven, I think, right?
yeah. Where to confess my sins.
Seen some of the local flair, I see. Kind of steps in, and artist is doing their work.
She just looks down at his feet because she doesn't want to disturb,
He's got well polished boots.
Oh,
He has a fragrance about him that's very pleasing.
He smells pretty.
Smell pretty.
have you been enjoying the festivities?
Quite so. It was just over at the Mystic Gardens, just watching the people, I suppose. Lovers, browsing.
Jealous?
Of them? No. I'm quite exactly where I want.
Was he? Is his one the Eyes of Absalom?
Yes.
Okay. I saw the spread.
Oh, you did. I'm sure. What did you think? I hope I tried to. The artist to be kind. But
Ooh.
I don't think they got the details right.
They certainly did not.
I shall have to have them sacked.
The demons and the devil traps were a nice touch. It was truly a hellish hotel.
It's nasty business. Oh, I see you're busy. I don't want to keep you, but I would be very much delighted if you would join me for. He's very. He's not. He's not bashful. He's very honest about his intentions. Provide me with the pleasure of you.
Could we do an early dinner? I have work this evening.
If you're feeling up to it, absolutely. Well, this pleasant little cafe. Just off Radiant Street.
I would be delighted when Casper can.
Very well, Miss Pender. Who's got
Oh,
he knows how to say it.
Immediately cancels the date.
Red flag, red flag. Pandran again. They've been practicing, and he says it very fluently.
Yeah.
Not like I just did.
Impressive.
This is one of those we are playing a game. I'm leaving my hand.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, so he kind of gives you the directions and leaves. Bye-bye.
Oh shit, they have a date. What am I gonna wear?
Oh shit.
She's wearing like her Edgewatch clothes from the day before.
Oh god, still stinking up the place.
I mean, I'm just doing like a bath, but she's not wearing anything,
Uh,
nice or decent. Fuck. Savara, where's Savara?
I'm not with you in the tattoo parlor.
Absolutely the hell. And Samara's like, nope, not a
This
snowball
is a
chance in hell.
emergency. Fuck.
I'm pretty sure Conti didn't tell me where she was going.
Probably not. I imagine you're probably still at Edgewatch.
Yeah.
yeah, what is
I'm probably still
Savara
doing paperwork.
What is Samara doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to have like a whole day off. So I think if she's met with like a sudden unexpected bit of downtime, especially after a rather harrowing experience the day before, she's probably just like hanging out in her room and reading and maybe writing a letter or two and just like chilling. I reserve the right to say that I did some shopping next week, but I don't know anything off the top of my head that I want to buy.
All right.
I do, I'm selfish. Hi, I know a thing that you could be doing right now if you want to.
Oh, I know
In case
exactly.
you
Yes.
forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't want to push it in case you didn't want
Yeah,
to.
no, that's
If you
fine.
didn't remember.
Where yeah, so maybe I don't know where Elena's spending the day, but like
I mean, like, at some point I will do shopping, but I'd say I'm starting at Edgewatch, and so Savara's, like, there too, like, that could
yeah,
easily
it would
happen.
make sense that she like wandered out to the yard to try to like practice with her shield, and she's maybe I don't know if she would necessarily go out to try to practice with the shield specifically, but I think she probably would want to do some training.
If you want, I can start.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think seeing Savara out in the field, Yoletta's like maybe headed through, got some things she wants to do and pauses and sees Savara practicing, wearing a shield now, very conspicuously not a buckler, like a big old
Right, pretty
shield.
big, heavy shield.
Big
Yeah.
shield.
And
Does it
it's one
have
of those.
the watch logo on it now, or
No, it's the one we took from the bugbear.
right?
So it like mine, I think it has the temp logo because mine is my own as well. But um, I can only imagine it's just the same otherwise. So like I
Maybe
say,
that's what she'll do later is go get it repainted.
hey, well, Yelena sees Savara like kind of handling the shield a little awkwardly. Um, and it's very like, should I say something? And it's just Savara,
Yes.
hey,
Hi.
you're picking up that shield. You're going to use it.
Well, it seemed like perhaps a good idea. I don't particularly like getting hit.
Hey, look at me. Yes, of course I understand. Would you it felt that probably felt off balance, right? You felt a little weird holding it?
It's very heavy.
Okay.
It hurts my arm.
May I?
Yes, of course, please.
Okay, I've been using these for a while now. So and she'll come over and she'll help you with your grip. Like, she's like you want to rest it along your forearm and use your wrist less and all this sort of stuff and we'll reorient it to face a different way maybe and she'll just kind of coach you through the opening sections here. Um, do you think Savara has any
Any
like
like
feedback to the training as specifically?
I think she's like she's used to being instructed in things and kind of slips into role of student easily. Um and I think she's, earnestly trying to do everything that you say. I don't know if she's doing a real super good job of it necessarily, but she's
I have
trying.
the impression that Savara is a very fast learner, right?
Mhm.
So I think like maybe after a little bit of drilling and Yoletta's like kind of steps back and says, "You've got it." I mean, it's going to take practice to make it truly feel like an extension of yourself, but I think you're ready to start walking around with that thing. Hmm?
I, yes, I think so. Thank you so much. It
I
really
I
is. It feels very different now that I hold it like this.
I I was here to help you with your learning, but you did the work. I mean, Stavara, I've said this a few times at this point, but you, frankly, everyone in this team you're all very good at what you do. You know? You have the skills and the ability to pick this up basically overnight. Like you're kind of a genius. Not to, your ego could use a boost, actually.
Yeah, and
Um,
her face, like when you start complimenting her, her face just like lights up, like at the praise.
yeah, and she'll kind of like maybe lean on a nearby pillar. Honestly, I'm not used to having competent teammates. This is it. This is. I don't care if that sounds rude to people I used to work with. I'm not used to it. Everyone is doing fantastic. Honestly, I don't. Can I confess something to you?
Of course.
You're brilliant. Your tactical mind. Gwendolyn has arcane and magical trickery, and Kanthi is just unstoppable. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous of you. I
Of
don't know what the
me.
fuck. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What am I good at? Hmm? Getting hit in the face, yelling at people. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing most of the time.
And
You
she
know?
looks a little surprised. She's like, "What are you talking about? You're good at everything. I mean, look what you just taught me in just a few minutes."
Yeah, but I
And
mean, that took me years. Sora, do you understand how that took me years? I'm trying not to see too much about that. Like, no, I really don't hold this against you. You are someone to whom this will be easier than me. It took me. I didn't even get good at it, like good at it, until like a few days ago, and I started maybe 2 years ago while I was working to clean up this quarter. I I
well,
don't.
I can raise this shield here in the training yard, but
You're
you go
going to
out
do that.
there every day and in the middle of just incredibly dangerous situations and you wield it like an extension of yourself. Don't undermine your own talent.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know that my talents shine, right? Like that last fight, I felt so conflicted, right? I didn't really have the skill set to help Kanzi, and I wasn't fast enough or quick enough to. I just did not know if I was supposed to be chasing or trying to protect people. What would be good, right? Kanti has stepped up and really is protecting the team. And you are brilliant. And I just don't know. And Gwendolyn can do whatever you two cannot, at least. I just don't know what I'm supposed to try to strive for, you know?
You, you hold this team together.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay.
I don't think we'd be a team without you.
I that's very sweet. I
Oh,
don't
Sphinx.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is very sweet. What do you
You you you and she looks like she's like really searching for words, which is not all that common for her necessarily. Um and usually if she says something, she knows what she's gonna say. Um and now I just forgot what it was I was gonna say.
Literally a loss for words.
God damn it. um God, what was she gonna say? Um you have the the skills and the muscle and the conviction, but you also have the heart.
Hmm.
And I don't
think I realized how important that was for a guard before, well, just a few weeks ago, before we really began our jobs. But I perhaps it's harder to measure your contribution, but I don't think that our team would be what it was without you holding us together.
Hmm.
And she looks like she wants to say something else, and then she kind of stops herself.
I mean, Yoletta, for her part, is honestly, Savara's is good enough at reading people probably to see that Yoletta's grappling with accepting any sort of praise about herself in this moment. Just okay. I I don't know. I talked to Alo about this a while ago. He said the same thing. Do you know how frustrating it is? It doesn't mean anything.
It's
You know?
frustrating to find out that you're good at something.
It's just I don't know what it means to be that hard. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I maybe that's what I'm supposed to do though. Maybe I'm supposed to cover and the glue and flexible and be whatever you cannot. Mm, I don't know. I hit things. Or until very recently, that's what I did is I hit things. You know, I hit things and I knew some weird shit. And now I don't know, trying to take care of people. I don't
That's
know.
what it is. That's the important part, I think.
Okay. Well,
I I I know someone who who's very strong-willed and very much a fighter. Not in the same sense as you or Conti, but a fighter. But she doesn't always know how to make people want to work for her. But you can do that. And you do that.
hmm, okay. Okay. I hey, um, thank you. I had a mind to help you, but it seems like you've returned the favor.
And she smiles and says, "Thank you."
I have just thought of something.
What's that?
Keep tomorrow night open, provided we survive all this bullshit, right? Keep
All
tomorrow night
right.
open. I would like to repay in kind. I'm going to see if the others can pitch in. I have an idea. I will say no more. But keep tomorrow night open. Good
It's
things,
on
all
my
good things.
calendar. It's on my
Okay,
calendar.
perfect. Then, sir, I talked to you about this, but she is not only going to go shopping, but also make preparations about the thing that we talked about.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Um,
In my
and
notes.
she will loop in the other two as well at some point.
And can Conti burst in now?
Yeah. We can sit it like
Doors open. Savannah,
um
do you have a do you,
What?
I need nice clothes, like a dress or
Before we jump into that, what's going on with Wendolyn? Where's Wendolyn?
Gwendolyn apparently went off on her own to find a composer's staff.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Um, and she probably she wanted a very specific one, so she spent a lot of time looking for it.
Oh, for sure. Then she probably would have gone to the Ivy.
Right. Which
Lots
she
of
used to work
zinc.
there, right? So she's familiar with it to some degree. Um, she probably has Island following her around And I guess you guys aren't there to see this, but it definitely seems like Ireland's attitude is different, sort of like almost like jealous, petulant, very kind of protective, like hovering over her more than maybe she used to. Uh, she probably basically takes the day, maybe visits with her, or tries to visit with her friend that goes to the, oh, wait a minute. What's the name of that magic college?
Canarium.
Is that in the Ivy
I don't
District?
I don't think so.
No, I think um, the Foray Logos, I believe, is in. That might be the Y School.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess
I
I
think
don't
it's the West Square, yeah.
but she kind of probably sits somewhere and like starts playing with the staff, which the staff can be used as a musical instrument. So she probably starts off with it as like, I don't know, maybe a flute or something like that. And then like summons a magical instrument, and tries to have Alamp kind of play that, and she just kind of stares at her like petulantly. Um, so after trying that for a little bit, she probably starts walking, um, to wherever we're going to meet, right? Eventually, probably I'm guessing the Edgewatch, um, barracks or whatever that we're going to take off from, because she's done with her errands for the day. And she decides to take a shortcut through there. And on the way through the shortcut, I'll actually stops her. And that's odd because I shouldn't be doing that. And basically, um, Island says, you know, we don't have to go there. We could go somewhere else. We could go into, like, I could show you a place where we could just, be happy, and like I could teach you some things and you wouldn't have to be in danger anymore. And Witten is very confused because an Eidolon is not supposed to have these sorts of thoughts and personality, really. Um, and when it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you, you were, you're here for me. Like, why are you doing this? And she's like, well, it's just because I care about you. And she kind of reaches out to kind of brush her, Isla reaches out to brush one's cheek. And Gwen kind of pulls back. And there's like a look in Island's eyes. And it looks like Isla is getting ready to like raise her hand to like slap her. And so Wen tries to unsummon her and it doesn't work.
Whoa.
And so now Island is obviously bigger and stronger than Wen and starts trying to drag her off somewhere. Um, and she's kind of struggling to get away and can't seem to get away. Um, and so when kind of closes her eyes, and tries again to unsummon her, and it still doesn't work. So then she reaches out, um, and she's kind of bit her tongue at this point, through all of the jostling. So she licks her thumb, and then she traces a quick rune on Island, and then plunges her hand inside of her and pulls something out that then merges into, Wen. And Island like is obviously pretty like upset by that because something just got pulled out of her and drops Wen and basically starts to fade away, kind of starting at the point that Wen had pulled something out of her. She's like, you shouldn't have done this. You could have been happy and powerful with me. And then I'll disappear.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I was concerned about my date. Less so now. Gwendolyn's getting trauma.
Gwendolyn is trauma.
I was gonna say that's what powers win.
So yeah, that was Gwendolyn's thing.
Hey, give you here.
Oh.
Okay. So, sir, I can now officially talk about my level up here.
Aha.
I'm for reasons I cannot do like on Forge, I cannot do what I want to do. Um because of reasons. The reason being apparently you have to hold this. I don't know why it's not working, but I'll just talk about it. I think after speaking with Savara and thinking about it for a while, um, I think like Elena's kind of left to her own devices, maybe midway through her day, making plans. She actually visits the Arcanumurium probably if she can get there. Um, looking for some books. Goes there and wherever like
Just like
weird books
occult
can be found.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so
She's just
this
like
might be more the College of Mysteries then.
yeah, she'll stop by the
That is
College
the
of
Academy
Mysteries and
of the occult.
she'll leave the College of Mysteries with like a pile of books on loan that range anywhere from like crackpot conspiracy
Oh
theories
yeah,
to
this is
strange writings on
100%
the
the College
occult.
of Mysteries. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think like midway through, she's been kind of like palming her amulet, well, not her amulet, her Sentinel's crest, like this medal that she got. And I think like midway through the day, she starts to notice maybe like it displays the edge watch, right?
No,
It-
it is not. This is not an Edge Watch.
What
Wait
is
a
it?
minute.
What is it?
Um,
Metal?
The
Yeah.
uh,
Sentinel's
it's
crest.
a medal of distinction that no marks could. You know what? Yeah, no, it is Edge Watch. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, just it starts like kind of shifts and moves in a strange way. And this like strange moment, she's caught off guard and she realizes she feels like much better after having this conversation with Savara and holding this in her hand. I've pivoted, motherfuckers. I picked Regalia
Oh,
as
big
as my
pivot.
implement. Yeah, because I just like I don't know. She hasn't really
Like it.
been the know-it-all. And Amulet's cool, but Conjure's kind of got the defender thing, and I don't. So the only issue with Regalia is mechanical. I'll figure that out. I can figure out if I need to do retraining later or something. But I'm gonna go Regalia. I'm gonna see how that works long term. I don't know how to get the aura on me, sir. I'm sure it'll figure it out at some point. But it's another aura. In fact, right now, almost the same as the Marshal's aura, which is kind of sad, but whatever. Like it does the same thing right now, but later could be better.
Mm-hmm.
What was the implement?
The implement is
Regalia.
Regalia.
Here, I got you.
I was gonna say Elden Ring sound boss. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice,
Well, it's just
nice.
people keep emphasizing her
Ah,
leadership role. So what it does is it allows y'all to follow me as an expert, even if I am only trained, and you get
that's
a +1 to
awesome.
it. Yeah, you get a +1 to follow the expert when I'm the
The-
person you're following.
I like that.
High key might end up retraining weapon and just like really focusing in on supporting and buffing people. But we'll get there when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
It's a later thing. For right now, yeah, she goes with Regalia.
Cool.
Give him a bonus to fear effects. saving throws.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing that Marshall does for now. But if I pick it as my adept at 7th, if I pick it as my adept in 7th, a lot of really good things happen. The Fall of the Expert bonus scales with my
God,
proficiency.
that's
It's
insane.
all
You
mental
apply
saves.
bravery to all your allies, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and at level 7, it's +1 against all mental effects and +2 status bonus to damage rolls, which is all rolls, not just strikes. So
That's powerful.
fireball,
Yeah.
spells, cantrips, saves, all those sorts of things. If you're rolling damage because you crit succeeded a trip, you got a +2 because it's the damage roll.
That's cool.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. I just like it was conflicting with Marshall, which is why I wasn't thinking it, but I think it's fine. It gives the same bonus as Marshall right now, right? With the same AoE. So
So follow
functionally it's
the
not doing
expert
much.
stuff.
Except with all the expert stuff, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. And I could pair it with honestly anything, and it's good. I love Thaumaturge for being able to mix and match whatever the fuck you want.
Mhm.
I'm not feeling weapon anymore as much, so I may change that, but for the time being, yeah, Regalia is what I'm picking.
I like that how it goes over the Harrow stuff and stuff that's more associated with Tenja, which is the astrological
the zodiac.
signs, the celestial dragon. Okay, cool.
Thaumaturge is a cool class.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about how completely different all of the different thaumaturges I know of are. Like not even just they play different, but like the character concepts are just wildly different.
Did I tell you about the one? Oh no, you were there. That was this game where I played
Yeah.
the Eco Snake as a salesman.
Yes.
It's the Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, we're almost for the night, so
Yeah.
Can you help me shop for clothing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want Savar to dress you?
gonna go on that date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she goes into the room
Early
and
dinner date.
Yeah.
Savona,
Yeah,
it's an emergency.
What's the matter? Are you hurt?
So the flare goes off.
Yeah.
I need Savara. Bam.
911.
Pushes a bird token up.
I have a date in like 2 hours.
Date with who?
Remember that asshole of a reporter?
Why are you dating him?
That is a bad decision.
He walked by while I was getting a tattoo, and he seemed nice. We sort of hit it off. The tattoo
You
was
just called him an
done.
asshole.
And? Have you never dated an asshole?
No.
Oh. Have you? And she looks to like Elena for a second, then back to Svara. Have you been on a date?
Vara's face like.
Yeah, you don't remember the
Okay.
autopsy?
Yeah.
Dante, the woman didn't think that parties were fun. You think she's
Yeah,
dated
that's-
someone?
What about the woman with the peach? Have you not touched
I
her?
don't think anyone wants to date Detective Valera. She'd probably spend her entire time shrinking your head. What's it called? Right? That's the thing where they psychoanalyze you? I don't
Anyways,
understand what it has to do with.
date. I need help. Do you happen to have a spare change of clothes I could borrow, or suggestions?
I
don't have any of my gowns, but
Oh,
and then she sort of like I guess she has let on a little bit that she like is from money and who her family is and everything, but she still doesn't really talk about it much and just kind of realizes what she said and then whatever. But I suppose I could help you pick a dress.
great. And she grabs both of your arms and like starts pulling you out towards like. And I'm sure there's like a mini fashion district here, set up in the precipice quarter. Maybe she sees Wendell and says, "Wendell,
Shopping
hey,
montage.
it's montage time." Yeah.
Gwendolyn probably looks, if you run into Gwendolyn, she probably looks a little disheveled right now. And she sees you and kind of like shakes her head and like has like a normal looking smile after that and comes along.
And then we get a little montage of her trying on like different outfits. Like the first one is like way too bedazzled and like big shoes, and you're like,
yeah, Savara and Wendell are standing off to the side going.
I think I'm thinking a gown is not the right look for you. I think what you need is like a pair of like flowy pants that like sort of look like a skirt but aren't a skirt.
Ooh,
Like
a
what she normally
jumpsuit.
wears.
No, a jumpsuit, a jumpsuit.
Jumpsuit would look lovely on
Gathered
her.
at the waist to show off some of those muscles.
yeah, she opens it back up.
With like a slit in them.
Ooh.
You know, show some skin.
I'm picturing like halter top, right, tied behind the neck, showing off that new tattoo, close in on the waist, and like wide palazzo pants and a nice set of flats.
Yeah.
With like
window, it's like an ab window.
A nice thick belt.
A nice.
You know what? Savara probably does have like some nice earrings or a necklace or something.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, accessorize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a full character description.
Next week you got it.
She's like, you will give these back to me.
I'll
putting your earrings in.
Like my entire house. Yeah.
I am going to say, just like as a last bit of fluff before maybe I guess we're ending the night. It is kind of close, but I will say that before we meet up, Elena takes all those books, all that schlock that she bought. She goes home. Nobody's at home right now. It's the middle of the day. She takes a table and she starts spreading out all of the different crazy books. She doesn't even like she's just opening them randomly and setting them out kind of like in a ritualistic kind of like pattern. She starts just taking off items and she kind of stares at everything. And I don't know if she says this, but there's this part of her is like, this feels stupid. But she begins to work, letting herself be led as she will on some kind of whatever is going on. She is attempting to make some kind of occultish connection here. With all these like weird, strange occult books, and with all this, so the symbols that are important. She takes out this medal that she's getting a bunch of confidence from. She sets her shield down. She takes off this pin that her grandmother gave her. She sets out her grandmother's tarot deck, just kind of all arranged nicely, and will begin to work, led as she is sort of by instinct. You know, not writing on the books because they're not hers, but maybe like some scrap bits of paper and parchment and other things turning into. And I think before she leaves, she looks down and it's like a third of the way finished, sprawlingly complicated ritual circle, and she blinks. She like shuts her eyes and shoves the palms of her heels into them, like, do that right now. And she gathers everything up, she shoves it in a drawer, and then she takes all the stuff she needs and she leaves. She's up to something.
Lean into that thaumaturge.
Yeah, it's time for her to do some weird shit.
Yeah.
I've decided.
You've been way too straight-laced for a thaumaturge.
It's time to do some weird shit. Well, I mean, like, and I flavor that because she picked weapon, which to me was this very kind of straightforward, not very, like, no nonsense, like, whatever occult, like, sort of connection she had was maybe some kind of, like, weird connection with this weapon. It would vibrate and pull itself towards things and, like, strike down enemies. But now I think she's trying to pick it up. Yeah, you really, like, you, the audience, I think, really get the sense that she's, because I think, like, close to the center is a little leather-bound journal. And this leather-bound journal, unlike all the others, it's not pretty. It's made with, like, really rough, coarse paper that looks like it was handmade. And it has a bunch of writing in a neat script that matches the writing that is found on some of her tarot cards that she sees. It's her grandmother's journal. She will begin pouring through it, reading notes and bits and collecting. You see her, like, there's maybe even a montage of her, like, visiting the Pharasmite church and asking for some grave dust and visiting maybe, like, wherever the Iomedean Knights are, and like looking for a bit of discarded armor, and just like she's doing something. She's getting to work. She's in the corner, doing a bunch of bullshit, and maybe something will happen, and who knows? Yeah, it's time to be a thaumaturge. Who knows?
Time to release the thaumaturge. All right. Well, good end cap there.
Nice.
Resume activities next week.
So next week is Labor Day. Does anyone have any?
Wait.
No, wait.
Well,
is it-
Monday's Labor
is it
Day.
Monday
but
Labor
Monday
Day?
Labor Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the day
This
after
coming
Labor
Monday
Day.
is Labor Day. I just want to make sure nobody was like going away.
No, I'm good.
I'll be
I'll
here.
be here. I'll be here with you.
Hmm.
I have work the day after and the day before, so
Most folks will be
I-
working on.
yeah.
that's
So
Monday.
I'll be here, a clear and present danger.
Okie dokies.
Yeah, have a good night.
Clear and present
Hey,
present.
Rachel.
Hey, Surf.
Thank you for
Good
having the
week.
CDC.
That was fun.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Bye.
Wait, Surf. I have a quick question.
What's that?
But
I just going through the Aurorium and like talking to people and stuff and shopping.
Yes.
I realized I paid for it, but did I actually find a crushing rune there? Because I never added it to my sheet. Because I got so distracted with the roleplay.
Oh my god.
I know. I
Go
like.
back and watch the tape.
I was just looking at the like my list of like to buy,
In
and
my
I saw a
mind,
crushing
that
rune
was
on it.
that was going somewhere. I don't remember what it did though.
no, you found the crushing rune because you mentioned it when you crit that with the crushing rune you would be doing X or Y. When we were in that fight,
With
because
the
the crit
crushing
card you
rune.
pulled,
Oh,
the
okay.
crit card you pulled did the same thing as your crushing
it-
rune. You're like, oh, it does the same thing as my
Didn't you
crushing
go to
rune.
the Grand Bazaar? Yeah, no, they gave you. He couldn't sell it to you.
That's the whole reason you went to the Aurora.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He went to the
It
Aurorium to
It
get
just doesn't
the
appear.
information because they could.
It doesn't
not, they
appear
did
as
not,
it used to.
they
It
did
is
not-
still on there though.
They did not have it
Okay.
available for
Cool.
you because Aurorium is not like a vendor; it's more here to service the gladiators.
Right.
But you use that as a contact
Yeah.
to find out where to go to get it because it is an uncommon rune. Then you ended up going to the bazaar for it. Bazaar.
I
just
think you
remember
needed
the
Conti's.
order.
I think you needed Savara's help to navigate it too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to make
I
sure.
remember you buying it.
And I just wanted
Yeah,
to
there
make
were some
sure
checks
everything
involved. It
was a okay. Cool.
Yeah.
See, just want to make sure it's up and honest. Cool.
Is Wen a
Thank you.
changeling? And did we know that?
She changed the accents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That's not.
But yeah,
necessarily
no,
a changeling.
I am technically a changeling.
Wow.
That's so funny. I was thinking about being a changeling, and Sir's like, "Why?" It's like, okay, never mind.
Is that your way of
Explain
talking her out of it?
Yeah.
I
You're
actually,
That's cool.
I
I
thought
like
you were a
wishes.
changeling because of your dual-colored eyes.
That's why she had dual-colored eyes. Was because her original character design was her as a changeling, and Sir's like, "I don't know that you should be," and I was
Oh
like,
no, I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah, you were basically like, I don't know that there's a really like, I don't know why would you be a changeling in essence is like what purpose is it? There's like, I don't know, I like changelings, hags, and I'm from Parisia, which is sort of close to all that witchy shit, and I don't have a good reason, and I'm a human actually. Never mind, shut up.
Almost a fan character.
Sir never
that
said
one was.
no. I talked myself out of it because I was like,
I'm
actually,
gonna try
I
to
like
nudge
playing
you away
humans.
from it.
You may have nudged me, but I definitely made the decision not to. But that is why she has
I would-
dual colored eyes. I just kept it because I like heterochromia.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Elena looking more because part of the thaumaturge fluff is like people think you're a wizard or some shit. I just
Yeah.
like the idea of her looking way more weird than she is. She's just human. But she gets to be a thaumaturge, and so people are like, "No, see, you're totally some weird fae thing." Like, no, I'm not. I just look, all right.
Which
I
is
rubbed some
funny
off
because that's like
together.
the opposite of the conversation we just had.
Yeah, no. She does not have a strong sense of like I don't know her own accomplishment. She doesn't really have an outside framework for it.
Mhm.
So To her, everything she does is normal and not good enough because it hasn't done the things that she wants to.
All
Do
right.
not, do not hold a mirror. Do not
Now I say good
point
night.
at me.
Okay, good night.
See you later. Bye.